So, what up, though, guys? Hopefully everything is good. Make sure my audio is all the way it needs to be, and that you guys can actually hear me. It shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully the microphone level doesn't crack out on me anymore. It might be a little bit quiet, but I'm working on trying to get a new one eventually. It's just, fuck. Life sucks, and then you fucking get killed. Hopefully. At this fucking rate. Anywho's, enough on that drearier shit. Welcome, guys. And, yeah, today we're gonna be attempting Alchemy. The reason I say attempting Alchemy is because, as it stands, the instructions are kind of shit. I went and I tried, and I fucking tried to do any alchemy that I could. I tried every fucking recipe that, well, okay, I say every recipe, both recipes that I had, and for the life of me, I could not get it to fucking brew. So, we're gonna attempt it today. I have looked up a couple of little tricks and shit like that, and I don't know. We're gonna attempt it, because there's no fucking guide yet, there's no nothing, so if I can be the first one to get it done and working, hey, I'll take that. I will say, though, two things. One, actually, I can kind of show it off. We have some much better equipment. Oh, yeah, I don't have access to it anymore. I only bought the place for one night. But we have some amazingly epic equipment. We have slightly irked the people again of Ratai or Rata or whatever the hell. And the whole... What happened is... Look at this. This is a good fucking sword. But what happened is I was walking around in the castle-y area looking for things that might be, you know, easy to get into and shit like that. One of the servants walked into the castle through a very hard door, because he obviously had keys to it. Oh, I thought you were, like, glitched into the ground for a second. I was very... You have a name, too.
Don't you start. Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, actually.
We are hungry. I'm gonna leave that for a bit. What up, though, Dark Assassin and Chairman? We're not fucked. And Chairman, I will point out, the stealing has turned out way more profitable for me than anti-profitable. I understand that you're against the stealing thing, but the sword that I have is worth 800, and this is by far not the best shit that I have in my inventory right now. I have a great war axe that requires a strength level of 12 and would sell for like 2 grand. So pissing off one place to be able... Like, I walked into their royal armory and I got some equipment that is just ridiculous. Then, after all of that was done...
I feel quite hungry.
Oh, I crossed this way instead. Oh, whatever. But then when all that was done, I got challenged to a duel by this knight. And I knew I was gonna lose, but I figured, what the hell, we'll at least learn a bit more about combat, which I am going to point out as well. I'm starting to hate the combat in this game. Everybody and their fucking grandpappy can guard anything that you want to do to them, and then they counter you. And you can't counter... I don't know. I feel like the combat is really unbalanced, and I think that that needs to be altered a little bit. Because, yeah, you shouldn't be a goddamn god at the start of the game. You shouldn't just pick up a sword and be, you know, the best swordsman in the world. But I've been fighting, like, random fucking bandits. Just standard everyday bandits, and some of them beat my fucking ass. And, yeah, I feel like random people like me who have just picked up a sword and started doing, you know, mercenary-style shit should be on the lower end of the spectrum when it comes to combat. They should not be as proficient with a sword and a shield as a knight. That is something that I really would like to see changed in the next patch. Because, as it stands, the struggle that I get in combat with a knight versus a regular bandit is almost identical. The difference is the amount of damage that the bandit can do to you versus the amount of damage that a knight can do to you. And again, if I have to suffer with the fact that I'm a weak-ass little punk bitch because I'm a blacksmith's son, then some serf who just decided to go bandit one day should be in the same boat as me. That being said, enough of the gripes. I fought the knight won. and then walked away from me, and I snuck up behind him and knocked him out. I just covered his mouth. He went to sleep, so now, in my storage chest, I have a set of incredibly good knight armor.
I have to eat something. My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
Anyways, yeah, really good armor for plate armor and stuff. Although, that's another thing, and this one's a little bit more believable and, like, legit. I don't mind this one as much, but the fact that I don't like to rock heavy armor is really fucking me over here. Yeah, now I follow this trail down this way. In terms of combat, at least. Because I don't like wearing big, bulky shit. I don't even like having the plate armor, because I've noticed, even if you have the plate armor in your inventory but not equipped, it doesn't affect your noise level. Which is something that I think should be changed, but I'm not going to bitch too much if it isn't. Suspension of disbelief being what it is. I do have to collect sage on the way, though. We are going to need more sage to attempt our alchemy and shit. But yeah, no. The, what was I saying? Fuck. Lost my train of thought. Oh, the armor, right. The armor still, even with my strength level at like 7 or 8, takes up like 2/3 of my inventory, and I am doing a bit of a thiefy playthrough, so I need that inventory space. I need it a lot. Oh, and another thing I did do was I got new boots. I took them off because I was, you know, sleeping and shit like that, and they're muddy. But they do zero noise. Zero noise completely. Silent shoes. I do generally try to take my van braces off before I start doing anything thiefy as well, because they do make noise, but it is nice with the bow being able to not take damage when I shoot it, which I'm also getting a little more proficient with. I have a better idea of where my shots go and shit.
Damn it,
and I have been hitting quite a few targets. I think my bow level's up to level 2 now. Yeah, I'm actually pushing it. I just kind of want to see if he changes, like, the way he stands when I talk to people after half. With drunkenness, if you get past half drunk, you, like, your character wobbles and shit like that. I'm just curious if a similar sort of situation happens. Aww. Are you a hunter? Or is this your dog?
What are you doing here? Poaching?
What are you on about? I just found it here. But you...
This chick again.
You seem a bit suspicious to me, poacher.
This fucking bitch again.
That carcass was already lying here when I came by.
Why, you still have the bow you shot it with.
This bitch again. I almost feel like killing this bitch.
Travel unarmed.
I suppose that's true. All right. I suppose you're innocent after all.
I'm glad you saw sense. And what were you doing here exactly?
What do you mean by that?
It'll be easier if you admit it.
You just confess.
See, I think this quest is a little bit broken, to be honest.
You were butchering the carcass right here on the road.
What of it? A corpse doesn't need possessions.
You're carrying the murder weapon.
You won't prove it's the murder weapon, but I'll prove I know how to use it.
Good.
I know what happened. I won't leave criminals to roam the roads.
Oh, really? I tell you, if you try to pin something on me I haven't done, the whole fucking province will get to hear of it.
I'm sorry.
See, I just...
eat something.
I hate this one because I've had this for somebody who got murdered. You can run through all 3 of the conversation things, and then she runs off and reports you for it. You cannot beat her to the guard. Like, I ran up to a guard, I tried to talk to her, and nothing. Anywho's, yeah, no, I'm really confused with that quest, and I think it's a little bit broken. Because you can pass every single speech check there, accuse her of guilt, and she just takes off and says she's going to do it on you. And, again, like, you can beat her to the guard, you can try to talk to them, and nothing fucking happens. I sincerely think that that one is broken. Ah, and I went the wrong way again because of this dumb bitch. You never kill an innocent. Fuck that, I don't. And honestly, if I see that bitch again and she is hanging around another fucking body and she go, I'm gonna point you, I'm gonna put an arrow in the back of her fucking skull. If I seem a little more aggressive tonight, I apologize, guys. I have no ganja, and that tempers my my bloodlust in a sense. But yeah, no, I've seen her twice now, and twice I've, you know, called her out on her bullshit, and then this time I didn't say I'm going to report you and blah blah blah. I don't really care. It's an animal. I mean, she might be poaching. I'm not a conservation officer, and it's the medieval times. At this stage in the world, there are enough animals to reproduce. So, yeah, I don't really see the big issue with that one, but the corpse that I found her standing over with a bloody fucking weapon, or that I, like, found in the middle of the road and she ran out and accused me, I should have just put an arrow in her. Nah, I won't starve. If you look at the bottom right, that wheel has to get all the way around before I actually starve. And even then, once it's all the way around to the end piece, it starts draining your health. It doesn't instant kill you. It's not like you hit the starving maximum and that's it. You just drop like a rock. But again, I kind of want to see if how he has conversations or how he stands around and shit changes once I hit the past half marker. Because with drunkenness, he does. After the half marker, he starts stumbling around, and like when he's talking to people, he like weaves back and forth. And again, I'm just kind of curious if that plays a role if you get too hungry in speech checks and shit. The only way to test it is to make myself hungry as shit. And yeah, armor, holy fuck is that important. I've done a couple of sword fights just kind of in my shirt and shit like that, and you don't take any damage and you die. But again, I don't really like the idea of carrying around 600 pounds worth of fucking plate mail if I'm only gonna use it once every hour, hour and a half.
I have to eat something. My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
Alrighty then. As it stands too, what am I at for nutrition? 28. I'm still good. I will have to pay off a fine here, though. That's unfortunate, but meh. And the reason I have the fine wanting on me is because I did manage to hit up that, like, Imperial Armory, and now that I'm back here and I have my inventory here and shit, I'll show you guys what all I got. But I, like, walked up with the Fear Not sword, and I had it equipped still, and the guards were like, "Halt, we need to search you." And I had to run away from that because I was not letting them take my Fear Not. Whoever carries Fear Not into battle will shake off fear before the fight. A robust longsword that could even cut rock. This sword will withstand harsh treatment, but its attack qualities are somewhat limited. Yeah, you got slash and stab. You're not good with blunt. So I'll put that away for now. It's the only thing I think in my inventory that's still hot, which is kind of understandable. But if we go into weapons, like I got an axe, I got a broad axe, I got coxcomb, I got tons of fucking arrows. The Fear Not, Hazel hunting bow, heavy battle axe, knight's hunting sword, a couple of Lords of Lepia shields, the Morgenstern, needle, pernotch, soul slicer, villager's dogwood bow and hazel bow, and the yew hunting bow. Of which, I can't even use like half of this shit yet. Like this battle axe over here, the heavy battle axe, 12 strength required. Craziness. Even the coxcomb, 5 min agility. Broad axe, you want 10 min strength, like, oh. My blade is called Rift. Fighting in a shirt is not a good idea. Fighting in leather may be good for you, but personally I prefer heavy armor. Yeah, like I said, for now, I've just been trying to avoid fighting, because I do not like carrying, like, as it stands, even now, just having, like, regular fucking shirts, not even having my sword equipped, having essentially nothing but lamb in my inventory, and even with that gone, I'm sitting at, you know, basically half of my inventory is just me being able to walk around. And if I put all the plate mail that I have in my inventory, I'm pretty much over encumbered. I cannot grab a goddamn thing. Oh, wait, what? Oh, did I not save when I took out the knight? I must not have saved. Shit! Well, that sucks. There was a knight on the road. I did knock him out after he beat my ass, and then I took all of his shit, but apparently it didn't save that. Oh well, we still have, like, all the really good weaponry and shit. But yeah, I don't like how heavy shit is. Well, I can't say I don't like. I don't want to be walking around with 80, 90 pounds worth of my inventory already occupied by shit that I have on my person, and then only be able to steal, you know, 5 things out of a chest because I have no room. But Rift sounds like a fun blade. Just about at the halfway point for my nourishment thing too, so that's sweet. We do need to collect more sage, however. Well, let's see. We can only do a maximum of like 32 because that's how much mint I have. 26, never mind. So, we do have enough right here to do 26 attempts at making spirits. Yeah, I didn't have any save your schnapps. And I think I went to bed, but I guess it just didn't save. I don't know what the whole, like, that, I kind of wish that was a little bit more detailed out, too, because I don't understand what the requirement is for the game to save when sleeping. It seems like half the time it does and half the time it doesn't. So I've gotten, like, I don't know, I gotta test it and see if it's because you sleep more than 8 hours, or do you sleep past the midnight point, or is it every second sleep? I don't know, it's not well defined what exactly that fucking is.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to surrender.
Surrender. You've committed a violation. You're under arrest.
Yeah, I knew I'd have to pay a fine to get back into town anyways. That's fine. I don't have any stolen equipment on me. There's nothing they could fucking take.
Now I'll fix you. You should have thought.
Blah, blah, blah. Still worth it.
I have to eat something. My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
What the fuck?
Go ahead and gather your strength. You'll need it.
Dude, what the fuck? Did I hit flee instead of pay?
Got you. And now I'll fix you. Well, you won't.
I did hit flee. Shit.
Damn it. Here's your coin.
All right.
Anyways.
Damn it.
30 groschen is fuck all. I mean, seriously, just the, like, low-leveled shit that I sold out of, I'll show you guys, too. Because for anybody that wants to exploit this, it is super fucking easy. Oh, interesting. They actually have a guy standing guard here. But yeah, this is a very hard to lockpick door. Oh, interesting. I'm starting to get dizzy and, like, blurry vision from being hungry. That's cool. Anyways, there's a servant. He likes to walk around here. Sometimes you can even do it with the guards, but it's not restricted in there. And it's not restricted in the armory, which is the door off to the right. So the guy walks through this door, through the other door, you follow him all the way in, he walks out, and you clean the fucking place out.
Hey, who's there?
It worked wonderfully. And yeah, I made like 800 or 900 groschen just off of the fucking, like, lower leveled shit that I didn't keep. Paid off my debt to the apothecary. Yeah, see, so that's cool. Wouldn't have known that I got blurry-eyed and shit like that when that happens.
Rolls of pretzels.
Bread, yeah, rolls of pretzels. Now, if I'm talking to the lady, does it change? He does kind of look out of it, and he's, you know, a little bit, but not that bad. Nourishment is what I'm interested in. 13 for milk. Grab a couple of those. Haggle down the price a little bit.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Why not?
Drop it to
Agreed.
11, we'll call it a deal.
It'll take more than that to persuade me.
12.5, come on. Work with me at 12 then.
I'm finished. This is going nowhere.
Really? Well, fuck you then. I won't be
Damn
using
it,
your
boy.
services. I thought I'd try and be nice and stimulate the economy, but fuck that bitch. You're not even willing to come down by $1 fucking dollar? Go to hell. Hey, look at that. Free food. But yeah, we're good now. Rip around here. I will also point out, this is probably, in my opinion so far, the best city to kind of dick around in.
Could do with a bite
Because
to
it
eat.
seems like there's a lot of missions here, and that's going to bring my reputation back up anyways. I'm also going to be investing in the infamous skill. Alright, so. Ah, for fuck's sakes. I still have to go get the fucking book again. I'm really not sure how that one worked, because I know for a fact that we grabbed this book, and we slept and saved the last episode before everything was, like, done. And now, I don't know, it just, like, removed the recipe from my thing? I don't know what's going on there, but apparently I get to rebuy it. Ooh, you do have quite a bit of sage, but do you have a lot of mint? Mint, 23 only. Wow, you're charging pretty top dollar for that shit. Well, we'll give it a shot.
Let's have a word about the price.
Steal her potatoes. To be fair, if I find out where that bitch lives, you can almost
about
bet
this?
I'll be taking a visit to her house.
That's not enough.
What about 385?
See now? I knew we'd come to an agreement.
I still saved quite a bit.
I feel quite hungry.
I think I saved like 30. Not bad at all. Now we can give this a shot. Ah, are these the vials? Yeah, okay.
Could do with a bite to eat.
Alright, so we need to read it. A dirt. Luckily, recipes can be read just wherever. You don't actually have to sit down somewhere special and read. Alright. I have Googled it, Chairman. The problem is the game is way too new and there isn't a properly detailed system yet. You can end up saving when sleeping, but it's not all the time. That Also, where the fuck is my recipe? I literally just read the book. And it's telling me I don't have a second page. Next page. Thank
Could do
you.
with a bite to eat.
Alright. So, we need the St. John's, the sage, and the mint. Alright, and you can read, like, details on the herbs. Alright, so everything's prepared now. The sage and the mint. Alright, we still have to put this in first. So, spirits first. Fill up the cauldron. Then, we need our mint, which goes into the mortar. And our belladonna, or sorry, our sage. Belladonna is the other one, which goes into the mortar. We grind everything up. I gotta say, too, I wish they had better lighting for here. A candle, like, in front of us so we can actually see what we're doing would be a little bit nice.
I feel quite hungry.
Oh, fuck off. You're not that hungry, dude. Alright. Now, let's see. Drop the St. John's wort into the cauldron and boil for 1 turn. Grind the sage, grind the mint, drop the mint, and boil for 1 more turn. Alright, so, to get it to boil, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we grab our St. John's wort. And we throw it in the cauldron. And we hit the cent, or the hourglass. And 1, 2, 3. And then we grab our dish here. Add it to the cauldron.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
And then hit the hourglass again. Keep it nice and hot. And then we need a vial. And we use the cauldron. And that should have been a spirits. Unknown potion. God knows what good or bad it can do. See, and this, like, the alchemy system is really fucking weird as well. More about you, Cushion. I can tell you're more of a silent thief. I like that. I like this system. Yeah, the system is really cool, but it needs refinement. And again, the instructions are not as instruction-y as they could be. So, let's try this again, but we'll try it slightly different. Boil for 1 turn, grind the sage, drop 1 more turn, distill. Oh shit, we didn't distill it first. How do you distill? Oh, okay. Alright. So that's probably why we fucked up then. Oh. Go back to my recipe.
Could do with a bite to eat.
And then prepare. Put all my herbs up there. Give me my mint and my sage. Oh, sorry. First, spirits. So if anything, that's just like a super potent alcohol. Ooh. And yeah, I actually want to find out where to grab the belladonna just because it's a super toxic plant, and according to Fig Jam, if you get enough of those, if you start rocking enough of them, sorry, you get a bonus skill thing that makes you, like, immune to toxins or some shit. Or more immune. Yeah. Do you inspect it to hold your... Do you expect it? No, but again...
Could do with a bite
that's not
to
what I
eat.
wanted. Instructions are important. And for example, when you're looking at this, here. Drop the St. John's wort, boil for 1 turn. I had to go online and find out how many times you pull the bellow to get it to boil, and not just boil, but continue to boil through the hourglass. When you go into the help menu, it doesn't tell you that. It doesn't say hit the bellows 3 times to make it boil. It just says sometimes you want it warm and sometimes you want it to boil. It doesn't have to hold my hand, but it does have to give me correct information for me to... Otherwise, it's just a whole lot of trial and error that really doesn't need to be a thing. Alright, anywho's. We've got our we've got our shit. Let's bellow up 6 times. See, because I was doing it 3, because there you get bubbles. 6. Alright. St. John's wort. And again, I don't actually know if you're supposed to boil it with the wart in there, or if you're supposed to, come on, hit the hourglass. Hit the fucking hourglass. Come on. Alright, well, that didn't go exactly as planned, but we'll pull this once. We'll put this in here. Hit the hourglass. Boil for one more turn. And then distill, yes? Vial, does it... I don't... use. Okay, so that's how the still thing works. Interesting. You brewed spirits! Hey, that was successful at least. So, okay, so, biggest tip that I found online so far. Pull the bellows 6 times to get it to continue to boil. That seems to be the most important part. Because when I was trying this yesterday, I did almost all the steps the same. Except that I didn't do the distilling step, and I only hit the bellows 3 times until I saw it bubble, because in the help menu it says once it's bubbling, it's boiling, and I figured, alright, good. But yeah, so I can point out now that that is by far the best tip that I found online so far. Hit the bellows 6 times for boil. Quickly looking for another cook pot, because you can't use the same cook pot over and over and over and over again, but there's always more of them around. And we brewed our first spirits, which is fucking awesome. I can mass produce the hell out of that. Wait, what in the fuck? I have paid my fucking dues. Okay, now you guys gotta be on my side on that one. I paid my fucking dues.
Oh well.
You guys saw, I didn't steal anything.
Sure it doesn't.
What the fuck? I almost feel like picking his pocket. But that makes me madder than fuck. Oh, nasty, dude. Yeah, no. That doesn't sound pleasant at all. But yeah, what in the absolute fuck? I didn't steal shit. I paid my fucking dues when I first walked in the gate. I paid. And then I go make some spirits and all of a sudden I'm labeled as a fucking thief again? Ooh, that's gotta be a hunter sword.
Well, I never...
Dude. What do you mean, why? I didn't even touch you. I was just curious what the fuck you were doing. It's gotta be like a... meat dryer or smoker. It's gotta be just for drying. There's no way to add in the smoke. That's really fucking neat, actually. Ah, inventory. But yeah, that last fucking... Oh, you're gonna pay. Fuck you. Hey, and it is worth 20, so it is definitely worth just collecting the herbs and turning them into fucking... turning them into potions of some type.
Could do with a bite to eat.
Yeah, well, for now we'll just have to deal with not having a bite to eat. And yeah, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I'll pay my dues for being a thief, but I don't like paying it twice. The fuck? Alright. Now, gotta fill the cauldron first. Can't prep your fucking ingredients until you fill the cauldron. Oh. Oh. Shit. There we go. Put that back. Oh, actually, I wonder if there's some shit where you're gonna have to, like, double mortar it. You know what I mean? It's like double grind. I'm actually, like... The more that I play with the alchemy, the more I want to play with more of the recipes and shit and fuck around with them and make them work. St. John's wort. Let's get the bellows up. 4, 5, 6. Put this in there. And twist. Keep it going strong. Add this dish in. Hit the sand glass. Hit the bellows a couple of times. Grab a vial. To the still. Bam! Another spirits. I like it. Honestly, I could mass produce this shit. Alright. Grab the sage. To the
Could do
mortar
with a
and
bite to
pestle.
eat.
Grab some mint. Into the pestle. Grind it up. I'm thinking after this, too, we'll possibly go to the apothecary and get belladonna, and I might even have some nettle on me. But worst case scenario, we'll buy a bit of extra nettle. And then what we'll do is we will make some savior schnapps. Make a couple of those so that we're stocked up. Alright. St. John's wort. I will only make 2 because you can only have 3 at a time in your inventory. 4, 5, 6. Into the cauldron. Hit the hourglass. Bellow it up. Grab the dish. Add the dish. Hit the hourglass. Bellow it up. 3 bellows. Come on. Grab the vial. There we go. Time's up now. Grab the still. And bellow some more. Bam, some spirits. Fuck yeah. Too bad you can't go back and pick up all of the herbs you dropped. Sort of true, Chairman. I didn't really drop that many. When we were on stream, I dropped a bit to make it so that I was unencumbered, but when I was picking all the herbs to level myself up, all of that shit that I did off of camera, I did save that. The sage I ended up selling, unfortunately, because I needed the money. And mint is something that's actually difficult to come by. It's not something that generally grows out in the wild. You can't find just big swaths of it. So I'll probably have to end up buying that off of people, which is alright. I can live with that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's nettle and belladonna. So for this, we'll grab 6. Oh, 5, I guess. Fuck. Well, we'll have enough to go for another round later. Something like that. Yeah, we'll just grab 4 nettle. I think it's only 1. 1 nettle per and 2 belladonna per.
Let's talk about the price.
But yeah, for the most part, like, all I really dropped was,
Alright.
like, dandelions and poppies. And both of those are super easy to find. Drop it by 3 and we'll
agreed?
call it a deal. Probably gonna end up by 2.
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal.
Yeah, he's willing to drop it to 24.5. About 24. Drop it by
Aye,
2,
that
we'll
would do
call
it.
it a deal. Yeah, there we go.
I feel quite hungry.
Hey, what up, though, 2100? We only speak English here, but welcome to the stream and chat anyways. Hope you're having a good day.
Everything I had, the godless beast. Have some compassion.
This part kind of bugs me, too, because, like, how do I give them money? Do I have to, like, literally stand over top of them like this? Groschen. Strap. See, she doesn't collect it. And it does say that you can donate to, like, the beggars and shit to increase your reputation, but when I talk to her, I can't donate to her. When I drop the money in front of her, she doesn't pick it up. That's something that I have to actually look up and figure out, because at this point in time, I totally don't know how the hell I'm supposed to solve her problem. Or help her, or any of them for that matter. And I wouldn't mind getting my reputation up, because I have kind of tarnished it a little bit with my thefts, but it's really weird. Surveyo to get some more milk. Ah, all good, sir. We'll see you in a few. But yeah, if any of you guys out there know how to give these poor bastards some money, by all means, give me the heads up, because the only other thing that I could think of doesn't work unless you're playing like Skyrim, but I was thinking maybe I could pickpocket them and put money in their pocket, but you can't put anything in their pocket when you pickpocket somebody. So again, it just comes down to I don't know how to do it. It might be story locked. Maybe I actually have to go and play a little bit more of the main story, like, before somebody teaches me to donate to beggars. I don't know. It's a little bit weird, but I'm sure I'll figure it out one day. Is this? Oh, it is nettle. Well, now I kind of feel dumb for buying it. It's literally right here. Also, there's a nest. Oh, hello. It's weird that you find groshens in the nest. I thought you would find eggs for, like, cooking or something. Alright, let's start the alchemy. This is going to be a completely new thing for me, because I haven't actually created any savior schnapps. 2 handfuls of belladonna and 1 of nettle. Boil the nettles for 2 turns, grind the belladonna, drop in the belladonna, and boil for 1 more turn. Alright, so... Oh, and I guess I could have just... Yeah, from here, prepare. There we go. We want wine for this one. Whoops. I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright. Now, belladonna. We need 2 handfuls of the belladonna. And that goes into the mortar. Another of the bella. Into the mortar. Grind this shit up for me, sir. Put that in the dish. Good to go. Alright. Grab the nettle. Gotta remember to do 2 turns on this one. Fire it up for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we pop into the cauldron, the nettle. And we hit our sand glass. We've got 2 turns for this, so let's keep the bellows going. Turn it again. Keep the bellows going. Grab our dish. Add it in. One more turn. Keep them bellows hot. Grab one of the vials. And use. You brewed Savior Schnapps. Look at that. Once you get the hang of it, like the biggest tip again was that 6. Because before I pull it about 3 times, get it to brew, or get it to bubbling, and then put my thing in, and then it would stop fucking bubbling before I even turned the time glass, the hourglass. So, for anybody watching, again, biggest tip, 6 bellows first to get it boiling. Prepare again. Ah, right, we gotta do the wine first. Always the wine first. I always just want to prepare, like, maybe that's the chef in me in a sense. Like, I actually don't really like cooking. But my mom's a chef, my dad is a really good cook. I'm a fairly good cook. I hate doing it. But it's like the cook in me is just, you know, it's killing me here a little bit. I always want to prepare my ingredients before I start anything, before I put the fucking water in. Like, I always try and do my prep first. I mean, when making, like, pasta and shit like that, who puts water in the pot and then starts preparing the rest of the ingredients? Your water goes stale. Alright, so we've got our 2 handfuls of belladonna crushed up. We've got our nettle in our hand. Bellow it up, sir. 3, 4, 5, 6. What up, though, Fig Jam? Welcome back to the stream and chat. Yes, I did. I haven't actually looked at it because I had already started my stream, but I will once this is over. Keep the bellows going a little bit here. Wait for the... And like sands through the hourglass. So are the days of our Savior Schnapps. Hourglass. Bellows. Vial. Finish it up. Bam! Ah, I love it. Wow. I won't say I love it. That's a little bit of a stretch. But I do like the fact that I can save twice now without any major issues. Or bullshit. Or anything of the matter. Of the like. And I could technically make... Oh, sorry, wait. 23 more? Yeah, 23 more, well, 45, because sage is really easy to find. So 45 more spirits. I will do that in a sense. I will make, let's call 2 more spirits into play. We'll do 2 more spirits, and then I'll do the rest of my grinding of the spirits away off camera. Because I'm not going to sit here and brew spirits, you know, 45 times for you guys over and over again. I think that would get a little bit old a little bit quick. Mint. Mortar. Sage. Meat mortar. Now get ground up. Well, I'm sorry, 2100. I don't know what you said, but I'm a little bit concerned by, you know, what you said, in a sense. So for now, I'm gonna be removing that comment. I only speak English. I apologize, dude, but I don't know what you said. It could be offensive. It could be helpful. I can't have it there if I don't know. St. John's Wort. That's nice and boiled. St. John's wort is in. 1 turn. Keep the bellows. Grab our dish. Put it in the cauldron. Flip our hourglass. Sand glass. I guess it's not really an hourglass. Keep the bellows going. Grab our vial. Hit the still. And we got some spirits. Again, we'll do this one more time, and then we will call the crafting for now a success. We'll call it a success. Ah, for fuck. Hit the left one. That's fine. Put the spirits in, sir. Get them a little bit warm to start. Alright. Sage. Mortar. Mint. Mortar. Grind. It was the weekend, though, Chairman, so that does make a big difference. And a lot of the people were here to check out whether or not the game was worth them getting. So, yeah. That was almost guaranteedly the most asked question was, is this game any good? Is it worth the buy? Hey, it's all good. I get it, and I'm not opposed to other languages in the stream and stuff like that. I just, yeah. You never know what's being said. Well, I don't know what's being said. Pop this in here. Flip our hourglass. Keep pumping it. Grab our vial. Use our still. Pump it twice. Success. Hey, a perfect time to call it, too. We reached a new level in Alchemy. Wait, what? How? But... So when you... That's really cool. When you make Savior Schnapps, it makes 2 of them at a time. The spirits it can't be making 2 at a time. It's only got to be making 1 if it's a 5. That doesn't make sense otherwise, but I'm going to try and pop this unknown potion myself. I don't know what it'll do. Is it going to be horrible? Is it going to be fun? Oh, and then we should probably also check our stats. Because Alchemy has unlocked a skill point. Salted and smoked will heal you 50% more, but will also intoxicate you 50% more? Healing potions intoxicate you? I have never noticed that before. Potions will fill you up 30% less, which means you can drink more of them and more often. I almost want to get the Witcher perk just because it's a hat tip. I think this is kind of a better option in terms of, like, selling shit and, like, having my own food and shit, though. Salt and smoked. Oh, you know what, though? I almost should have... Damn it. What's my next ones? Trial and error. When brewing, you can make 1 extra mistake without affecting the result, or poison applied to a weapon will remain on the blade longer. I definitely need that one at 8, though, the snake oil salesman. If anything, I might actually hold on to everything that I craft until I hit level 8. I'm already at level 4, and if I was to mass produce another 40 spirits, I wouldn't be surprised if I hit at least 6. So yeah, I think I'll hold off on the brewed potion selling for now. Because if I can get more money for it, why wouldn't I? But, how are we doing nutrition-wise? 61. We could definitely use a bit more. And I'm thinking... It is almost nighttime as well. Alright, let's head down to our main house. Well, I say our main house. Let's head down to the mill. And then we will sleep for the night, read any books that we haven't. Although I'm pretty sure I've caught up on all the books. We'll sleep for the night, and then fresh on in the morning, we will get up and we will quickly head over and do our watch. You just have to cook the meat so it loses its stolen status. You get a lot of meat off of one deer, and the meat is worth like 17 groshens. From a deer, maybe. I haven't actually had an opportunity to kill a deer yet. Well, I've had the opportunity to kill one, but I haven't had the skills to kill one yet. I will point out, though, my bow skills are getting pretty reliable. The only thing that I'm doing right now, like, I can shoot pretty much where I want it, but I'm still aiming just a bit high a lot of the time, so... Yeah. But even with that, like, I got a better bow now. Or did I? No, that's right. I do have a better bow, but I haven't been able to equip it yet because I don't have better agility. Speaking of which, drinking. Drinking habit. Hand will shake 25% less and your bow skill is higher by +2, but when sober, your hand will shake 25%. No! I don't mind being a bit of an alcoholic in a game, but not that much. Fuck that noise. Ah! Damn. And we are close to leveling the reading perk, too. Take a quick peek here, but I'm pretty sure I've read all the books now. Hercules and his diet, marathon, primer, sharp as a knife, silence is the golden other myth, silence is golden and other myths, tavern life, the alchemist's dream, the Cuman's groom, rule of St. Nicholas, and a couple treasure maps. Who needs a key? Yeah, so I've read all the books. That's alright, we'll live. Deer hunting, once you hit it, be patient and watch it. It should bleed out. Ah, that and part of what I managed to get out of that other area was better hunting arrows. 29 of the bitches. So yeah, if I do come across a deer, I should have that punk bitch. Wake up at the crack of dawn. We're definitely gonna have to get more food in our belly. The hunting in this game, I have no words. I do gotta say, the hunting in this game, I think, could be improved just a little bit by adding, like, they do it in the hunting sims and shit like that, but tracks on the ground. Foot tracks and shit. If you lose track of the animal that you're hunting, depending on your hunting level, and maybe this is a thing when your hunting level gets to, like, 10-ish, but it would be nice to be able to track the animal that you've hit with something. Whether that be the blood that it's bleeding out, whether that be the fucking foot marks it's leaving when it's running, but it's not too difficult to lose them in the trees if you run into some serious foliage, and yeah, I've lost a couple of catches that way. Sorry about that. Fuck allergy season. Alright. Oh, you know what I should check, though? If if I have to take a different weapon, I'll take a different weapon. But I'd really like it... Ah. Ah ha ha ha. It's not hot anymore. Oh no, it's still considered hot. Son of a bitch. Anything else I can use in here? Min agility is 5. I think mine is 4. Unfortunately. I could use the Morgenstern. Or the Pernock. 59, 10, 11, no, 10, 2, and then 11 and 2. 13, 12. It does more defense, and it has more charisma, and more durability. Could just take one of these out for now, maybe. Yeah, the Pernock isn't wanted, so... I wouldn't mind having my, my Fear Knot for the fight ahead, or the guard ahead, or whatever. But I don't want to walk up with stolen equipment. So we'll just do, well, okay, I don't want to walk up with stolen equipment that's still hot. The Fear Knot should eventually become not hot, but I'm not gonna lie, it's taken a while. And it probably should. The Fear Knot seems to be a relatively powerful named sword that I got out of, like, the Royal Armory, in a sense. It should be kind of crazy fucking hard. Shooting a bow increases agility. Yeah, actually, my bow ability's been going up quite a bit as well. What am I at now, combat-wise? At 2.5 now. The hunting, I will point out, too, is slightly more difficult in this game, if only for the fact that for where I've been, it's kind of hard to find animals out in the wild to hunt. I can find, like, to be completely honest, most of my hunting has actually taken place on livestock, just because I can run out in the forest for, like, 10 minutes and not find a damn deer. Speaking of which, Fig Jam and or Dark Assassin, now that you're back, welcome back, sir. But if either of you know a good place to hunt deer, go ahead and ship me a screenshot or just kind of give me an area to search in or something like that, because I wouldn't mind doing more hunting, but, like, I went over in those forests and I couldn't find shit. I was like, I probably spent a good 20 to 25 minutes running around through there, and I didn't get...
Hey, halt right there. Show me what
Look
you
what's
have.
come crawling out
See?
from under some.
Whoa! Again, surrendered!
asked for it.
I've surrendered 3 fucking times! Surrendered! What the fuck do you... Are you serious right now? Are you fucking serious right now? Give me 1 second here, guys. That was absolute horseshit. I don't know what the fuck's been going on. And it didn't save when I... Notice again, guys. It did not save when I slept. We literally just slept. And this is what I was getting at with you, Chairman. I slept overnight, past the 12, like... I did sleep, I believe, 8 or 9 hours. And I did sleep past midnight, but it didn't save my game. Now, either that is a glitch, or it only saves every 2 nights that you sleep. Or it won't save if you're sleeping if you have Save Your Schnapps on you, or whatever the case may be, there is something going on there that they have not informed us of. And now, I need to take a trip down fucking here to fucking go heal up because the game was a dickhead and decided not to fucking save. And yeah, for them to run up, I immediately surrendered. He hit me with his fucking halberd, didn't even search me, and then just went back to his post. What the fuck kind of guard is that? Chairman, it does, but you also have to remember, or realize in a sense, the archery ranges, I found one over, let me see, over here, yeah, see right there. You can go to an archery range, and you can shoot your bow at the target as much as you fucking want. It does not raise your bow skill, it does not raise your strength, it does not raise your agility. The only way to do that is to hit things with the bow, Chairman. just firing the bow won't actually cause my anything to go up. I did test that shit. I actually sat in front of that target and I shot it with 5 arrows after taking a look at my bow skill, my agility, and my strength. Shot 5 arrows and it didn't up any of them by 1%. It didn't do a goddamn thing for me. So they're good for practicing your aim, but unless, if you want to actually level your bow skills, you have to go around killing things with the bow. And again, Chairman, I'm having a problem finding things to actually kill with the bow. Unless I just go around and start murdering random people, I'm legit at a point where I don't know where I can go to kill some deer to fucking up it. But we do need bandages. That much is for damn sure. Because that guy's a fucking douche clown. But I'm patched up now. And if I'm remembering correctly, I have Marigold in here. Or Marigold or whatever the fucking... Where is it? It's a potion, isn't it? Ah, yeah, so it's probably in foods. Marigold Adductions. That will help. But, that's also why I didn't want to walk up with my fucking sword on me. Because they are actively looking for that fucking thing. Whoa, wait, what? Light wounds, dispel... Will cure light wounds or dispel hangover effects. But apply it. I'm tempted to apply it just to see what it does. It says 30, 100, and 35. Does that mean that it adds 30 damage to your weapon? Is this a poison as well? Interesting. The things you learn you didn't even fucking knew in this game. Like, what? No, in this fucking game. But yeah, no, that's weird. Definitely getting my health back up now. To contact the game creators and tell them there's the glitchy shit going on with it. Oh, they know. They are well aware that there are some glitches in the game. That's why day 2 or day 3 there was a 15 gigabyte patch. And sometime this month is slated another 24 gigabyte patch. They are well aware that there are bugs and issues in the game, and they are working on it. As much as I wish that there was, I wish that this was a more bug-free game on launch, I can live with it. It's not the end of the world. They're working on it. They'll get shit done, hopefully, soon. My torso is hella wounded still. Now then, dude, I have no stolen goods on me. I will surrender immediately if you need to fucking check me. Don't smack me in the face this time, you bastard. Wow, they're like checking everybody lately. What the hell? Hi, guys. Are you gonna rush me and tell me I'm a bad person? Fuck you. Do you have a name? Ah, just guard. I wish he had a name. If that was like Thomas the Guard, you could bet your ass if I ever caught Thomas outside of the city fucking gates. And I had the backstab skill from stealth. Oh my god, he would go down in a heartbeat. Alright, well, that wasn't pleasant. Not pleasant at all. Yeah, that's actually not a half bad idea. Wash off as much of the blood as I can. Get rid of as much of it, yeah. It's gotta be a glitch, it saves every time you sleep. Yeah, that's weird. It's all good, dude. The game is brand fucking new. And yeah, I did find forests made this game because she stole a very important sword. What do you expect? Okay, I get that I stole the sword. A, they have no idea it was me. B, when I showed, I immediately hit left bumper and X. Immediately hit it and I got smacked in the face. And yeah, nobody saw me in there. If anything, they'd be thinking it was the guy who goes in there all the time and leaves the fucking door open, the dipshit. Also, I stole a lot of important swords. I stole the Soul Stealer. I sold the Page's sword. I've sold the. Yeah. I mean, it's not like they don't have reason to suspect me. I'm fine with getting searched. That's why I didn't show up with fucking the sword on me, because they are actively still looking for that bitch. But, yeah, if I don't have it on me and I surrender to a search immediately, I shouldn't be getting smacked in the face. Where is he, anyways? Is he upstairs? Is there... Oh, yeah, that's right. I haven't been up here since I was, like, trying to rob shit, but... Open this door. Oh. Maybe... He must be asleep right now, then. That's my only thought, is the guy that I need to talk to is passed out. Or he's maybe in here, but I don't think he would be in... no, he's passed out. How's my nourishment? 65. Well, let's go see about... You know what? You're selling different shit. I'm not gonna be a hater on you just because the pretzel bitch beside you is a greedy cunt. Oh? Nice. Awesome. I appreciate the link there, Fig. If only I could teach you the ways of the assassin. Hey! To be fair, stealth is something I am coming across quite well. But yeah, it would be nice. I need something that's gonna give me health at the same time. Schnapps will give me health? Weird. Watermelon! Biggest berry to be found in the Holy Roman Empire. Price is 1.4, so it's really fairly cheap, and it does give me some health along with my nourishment. I should probably go talk to the butcher, though, if I want, like,
Let's talk about the price.
Healing sort of stuff. I imagine meat is what you need to heal, usually. How about you drop it by 0.6?
What about this?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost.
What about I meet you 5.2?
Aye, for that amount I can be persuaded.
Alright. Food. Bam! Got a little bit more of my health back. How's my nourishment now? 77. The only thing I'm kind of, like, against using the butcher for health for is because, generally speaking, the butcher has, like... or, like, meat has a really high nourishment value along with the relatively good health point increase. Wait, watermelon is a berry? I believe it is, actually, yes. Bacon! Doesn't give me health. Really? None of this gives me health, just nourishment. What kind of fucking food does everybody used to heal with? Well, you know what? Can definitely tell we're landlubbers, because if this was fucking One Piece, that's all you'd need to heal. Walk in there and clean the bitch out. This is a regular grocer. Will you have what I need for some healthy stuff?
God be with you.
I want to do the, like, main quest here, and I am, but... 2 health, 2 nourishment. Perfect, I think. Anything else? 2 and 3 for a pair. Oh, more watermelon. Kind of okay with that, actually. Grab a couple apples, too. Close the deal.
Let's have a word about the price.
Why not?
Apparently there's a poacher in that area, Kush. If he doesn't like it, not a lot of witnesses in the middle of the woods. Screw you, year 4 teacher that I don't remember the name of games do teach you shit. Okay. Let's drop it to 10-5
Agree?
and see if we can get that.
I'd almost shake on that. Almost.
Drop it to 11. We
Is this enough?
I'd almost shake on
Oh,
that.
for fuck.
Almost.
Just not gonna budge from it? Alright, whatever.
I'll go for that.
There we go. Hey, my chest is all, you know, relatively healed up. And my health is looking pretty decent. And it is regular daytime now, so Buddy should have woken his lazy ass up, and we should be able to get on with our day. Working, I believe, for the guard, which is good, because this should re-raise some of our, you know, diplomatic relations, in a sense, with the guard. And the door is open, and still locked. Is this a different quest? It shouldn't be. Where's my pointer? What the fuck? Where's my pointer? What? My pointer is... Ah, there we go. Report to the bailiff. Maybe he doesn't wake up till 10? You can bake an apple on a fire. You can cook other than meat. Yeah, I've done that with, what is it? Mushrooms. Been cooking mushrooms on the fire as well. I do kind of wish you could smoke your own meat at some point in the game, like, but that's fine. Can you at least be, like, somewhere else now? I think you are. Hey, he finally woke his lazy cunt bag ass up. Hello, good sir.
Jesus
I've come
Christ.
to town. Is something going on
Master
here?
Bailiff, is there anything of interest going on here?
Don't even talk to me.
Well, fine.
I'm to put myself under the bailiff's command.
Ah, so you're the young man Sir Radzig appointed.
Yes.
Very well. Sir Radzig asked me to test you a little, and as it happens, you've come at the right time. We've a few disputes to settle. It seems some of your former neighbors have been acting quite inappropriately. I was hoping having one of their own on the town watch might help sort things out.
Interesting. Then you should look after us better? Jeez. You can rely
You
on
can count on me, Bailiff.
You're certainly bold. I like that. Have you been to see Captain Bernard?
For the training? It was quite an ordeal. Sir Hans challenged me to
I
hand-to-hand
have.
combat.
He trained me, and then Sir Hans Capon challenged me to a duel.
I see. Sir Hans Capon likes to measure his strength against others. But be careful, Henry. Noblemen are quick to anger, and you don't need that kind of trouble. Well, anyway, you're going to assist my town guard. Come to the church in the afternoon. Yaroslav the Watchman, Nightingale they call him, will wait for you there. He'll show you around the town and teach you a little about keeping the peace. And you need to stop by the armory to pick up some gear.
Yes, Bailiff.
By the armory to pick up some gear. Okay. You got 15 groschen. Cool. 15 bucks. Free. Nice. Game saved. Awesome. I will point out too, guys, that might... It's the next major quest. Yeah. Try not to spoil too much Fig Jam. I haven't been there yet, and I like the surprise. But... Patrol between 11 and 1900. And then what was the other one? Quest log. Steal 50 groschen from Pozdera the guard. Take the ring from the bathhouse, Madame's treasure chest. I don't know what she's inside of the courtship, vengeance, keeping the peace. Optional, pick up your kit at the armory. Alright, well, we may as well go do that first then. Also, it kind of gives me a chance to try out the, if I come across one, I want to see if there's a grindstone around, because I do have the bladed mace now, and I'm curious if I can hone the sharp edges on the bladed mace. Nope. No, definitely not. We did a night on the wall at Talmberg, and it wasn't really as like an actual watchman, it was only as just kind of somebody on the wall waiting for an army to show up. Ah, this guy also has a quest for us, if I remember correctly. No, we'll overstuff ourselves. We're actually fairly, full at the moment. Huntsman. Berthold.
God be with you.
I'm not gonna do the quest right now, but since I'm passing by, I may as well,
Any work for me here by any chance?
That depends. How's your hearing?
What?
I said, how's your hearing?
It's perfectly fine. You don't have to scream at me. I mean, why are you asking?
Because there is this one little job going. But I need someone who knows the area well and has good ears.
Knows the area well, and okay. I
I
can
ought to
handle
be able
that, I
to
guess.
handle that.
Fine. So here's the problem. My friend is a birder, and he left
Alright,
a few
Dark,
rare
have a good one.
nightingales with me for safekeeping.
I appreciate you popping
They're
in
good
while
to
you could,
trade.
and yeah, we'll see you
Rich
tomorrow.
gentlemen hang them caged up in their chambers. It keeps their wives from fretting when they're off drinking and wenching.
I see.
The trouble is the nightingales are gone. I don't know how, but the birds have flown.
Hang on, surely you're not asking me to go flapping around looking for birds?
Not exactly. Luckily, their wings are clipped, so they won't be far, and the watchman in the tower told me they headed off toward Vranik. I have
Vranik.
traps prepared. It should be easy enough to catch them in those.
Fine, but how will I know where to put the traps?
I hear they like pine woods, and there's a pine-covered hill just before Vranik.
Okay.
Right, the bloody great wood.
That's just why you need to listen out. Nightingales have a distinctive song. When you hear it close by, you set a trap on the spot. They kept twittering away the whole time they were here, so I can remember the tunes. I'll sing them to you.
I can't wait.
Okay.
It went something like this.
What? People keep birds like that in their houses? It's like the sound a cat makes when you pull it by the tail.
You know how it is. The gentry's got all manner of odd tastes.
That's true.
The question is, can you remember it?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll remember.
If I hear any
Right.
weird fucking
Here are the
birds out in the
traps.
woods, I'll
Don't
try
forget,
to,
once you
know
hear a
what? I think I've
nightingale,
actually
set
had
a
that
trap
before.
nearby. He ought to be caught in it after a while.
I'll do that.
I think I might have passed one of them at some point in time, because I seem to remember hearing a really weird fucking bird caw in the woods and shit, and I, like, stopped and kind of looked around like, the fuck was that? And then kind of continued on, because I didn't know what else I was supposed to do, but... Alright. Interesting. Sir Hanush of Lipia. Lipia. Hey, Lils! What up, Doe, and welcome back. How's it going for you today? I'm doing, well, alright, I guess. Could be better, but could always be worse. Pretty sure the armory should be around here, should it not? Oh, no, okay. Down by the cobbler. I figured it'd be, like, in one of the castle areas, but alright. You know, in hindsight, though, I guess having one of these places kind of more... Well, one of these places. Having an armory closer to where you might need to deploy troops does make some sense. Do I have to go all the way around this cunt, or is there a fucking entrance somewhere? Why does it... Maybe it's on the wall then? I don't know. Oh, I get it. It's this big tower house thing. Hey, on the bright side, we know where the fucking armory is now. And I have not actually been in here yet. Or have I? Nah, I totally would have taken all those. Lockpick very hard. Easy. Am I supposed to talk to you then? Supposed to get suited up here, man. What's going on?
Here.
Yeah.
Name?
Henry.
And? In fealty too?
Sir Radzig Cobbler.
Yes, I've got you.
Maybe one
Well, come on in
day.
then. Make yourself at home.
I'm not really sure about that one.
Henry.
Rocket League isn't my
If
thing.
my memory serves me,
I
you're
try to
entitled a
avoid
helmet,
anything
a
that's
gambeson,
competitive
and a club.
multiplayer.
That's all.
You want a kiss and a hug as well?
I need equipment.
It's quite enough for patrolling the town. You're there to stop trouble, not start it.
Light padded armor, I guess. Common bascinet. Padded cough. A bludgeon. Well, I'll probably keep my current weapon on instead of the bludgeon, but... Not a huge difference anyways. There we go. Is it 11 yet? It is! Between 11 and 19 is when we're supposed to join the watch, so this will work out perfect. I personally, for me, I do not enjoy competitive multiplayer. I am way too competitive of a person, and I'm way too violent of a person. I'm the type of person that legitimately, like, I don't play anything competitive because I would go smash people just for losing. Like, I am way too aggressive of a person that way. Competitive things just boil my fucking blood. The only thing that I play that could be considered even remotely competitive is chess. Chess is something that I will do competitive, absolutely no problems, because I am pretty good at it. Even if I lose, I can take that one on the chin, because you actually have to have quite a bit of skill to beat my ass in some chess. But, yeah, I try to avoid, you know, like, COD multiplayer. Abso-fucking-lutely will not play COD multiplayer. That is a joke. Battlefield multiplayer, I don't mind playing, but I usually do it off camera. Rocket League would be one where it's a little bit goofy, and I wouldn't really give as much of a shit about it, so I'll consider trying it, but I wouldn't do it as a long-time standing series, I don't think. Yeah, again, Lils, it's just the type of personality that I have. Even if you're playing quote-unquote casual, you're still competing with other players. It's still competitive multiplayer.
I'm Nightingale. Aren't you that lad the mill wench brought here on a cart?
Yeah,
Teresa.
that's me.
Yes, she rescued me. She turned up with Captain Robard and his knights.
All honor to the girl. She has bigger balls than most men. Tell me, how did you pay her back?
Well, I thanked her.
That's not much, is it? You should go and see her when you get a chance. So, how did you end up in the service of the bailiff?
I want to serve Sir Radzig. I want to be useful.
I wanted to enter the service of Sir Radzig, but he sent me here to learn.
And learn you will. You're lucky, lad. Sir Radzig must like you. Most lords would have just sent you on your way.
Come with me, Henry. We'll patrol the town and then check on the taverns to make sure they lock up in the evening.
I'm ready.
Sounds good. Wait,
Don't forget,
Interesting.
I'm supposed to try you out and, with the help of God, teach you something. So I expect you to deal with any misconduct yourself. I'll make sure you don't do anything too stupid. Let's go.
Alright, well, thanks for popping in while you could, Lils, and we will talk to you later if you're heading out.
This is our church, St. Matthew's. It serves not only as the house of
That way you
God,
won't alert
but as the
recording,
crypt
you
of the
can enjoy
Lords of
pleasant
Lipa,
scroll.
our masters. The gravedigger lives right round the corner. The priest, too. Our parish priest. A man shouldn't speak ill about servants of the Lord.
Another thing I'd really like them to improve on is the walking speed, because I feel like I'm losing pace with them, and
pretty big, eh?
I'm walking as fast as I can walk without
The bailiff
jogging.
and his
You know what I
hands
mean?
live there, and our maestro protonotarius, the scribe.
Protonotarius. I mean,
And
if you
the
want me to
jail
walk
house.
with somebody, you should
don't
let me
want to
walk
see
the same
inside,
speed as them.
Not even as a guard. Naturally, we have an executioner too, but he doesn't live in town. That wouldn't be proper, as I'm sure you know. He lives by Gallows Hill, the other side of the creek. This pillory was brand new in autumn, and 2 people have already been rotting on it. The swordsmith lives here.
Damn.
She only started not long ago, always in the evenings while there's still a bit of light. She sits down and gets on with it, and she's quite deft at
What the hell is going on
What
here?
the hell is he talking about?
Henry?
If you won't go to the church, go back to your people. I don't want you here. Is that manure pile not big enough for you?
Armor, you need to, like, settle the fuck down, sir.
What are you two screeching about? Stop making such a ruckus.
About time you turned up. This filthy beggar thinks.
My name is Jane.
No one cares what your name is. This filthy beggar thinks she can come and stink in front of my shop. I want you to get rid of her.
How is she bothering you? Let's
What's
get to
the
bottom
problem
of this.
here?
This is my shop, and I won't have beggars sitting on my doorstep. Let her go and squat in the square. She won't be in anyone's way there, and there's plenty of folk to beg from.
You have a right to be
Must
here,
you sit
Jane.
here, of all places?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Folk drive me away wherever I sit. I can't keep walking all day and night.
Yeah, let's call
Can't
it
you show us some
Christianity.
Christian charity, Armourer?
What? Have you any idea how much I've given away in alms, even to this witch only yesterday?
Is that true?
Might be, might not.
Did you get any arms or not?
Yeah.
Yes.
Be straight.
From the Armourer here?
I don't know. And even if I did, that was yesterday, and my belly's empty again today.
That's true.
What would you know about it?
Give a groschen to the beggar. We'll both contribute to poor Jane. Give Jane alms armor. I kind of want to try and do the speech, because I do feel like I could probably get away with it, and I wouldn't mind leveling up my speech. Yeah, we'll do
We're both
this.
good Christians, aren't we? We should each give something to the poor soul.
And what then?
Then Jane will be on her way. Immediately.
King Solomon now, are you, lad? Fine.
Alright.
Fine, have it your way.
She gets a little bit more
bless
money
you,
out of
and-
it. You
and
know you're
you
not wearing
too,
pants,
citizen.
right? Oh,
I won't be a nuisance no
it's
more.
summer.
Really.
Who
Thank
needs
you.
pants?
Thank
Pants are just
you.
too warm. But yes, I'm aware.
Jesus, you're as bad as each other.
How do you feel, sir? Nothing to say about how I solved the predicament.
Your old neighbours are living here now. It's a bit of a shithole. Even so, you should be thankful to Sir Hanush. If the town burghers got their way, your folk wouldn't be let anywhere near the town. And now our people aren't too happy with him. Some fools are even calling for Sir Hanush to finally hand the fiefdom over to the young lord, Sir Hans Capon.
That wouldn't end
Sir
well
Hans's
either.
father, old Sir Yeshke, may God rest his soul, kept it till he was an old man. Then he retired from it, first to Moravia, then to eternity. Sir Hanush is managing the fiefdom until Sir Hans comes of age. They're related by blood somehow, the same great-great-grandfather or some such. The time's coming soon enough when the estates have to be handed over. These affairs often end in conflict. I hope we have nothing like that here.
That would be pretty nice. But I do kind of feel like it will end in bloodshed. Out of curiosity. No time to lose. So yeah, the amount of time that's passing is relative to the mission, not to actual time. I was thinking about that, because I'm like, there's no way we're actually going to be on shift for 8 hours in the game.
Better during the market.
8 hours in the game
and
takes a
filled
while.
To bursting with folk from all around. We've also got the baker's shop here, and that mad merchant Wolfram Pruder. Pruder has a pretty daughter, but he keeps her on a short rein, which the young bucks are none too happy about. I heard he
She has a
keeps
pretty
the poor
daughter,
lass
huh?
locked up at home all day.
Oh, what? Oh, I'm going to have to investigate that house. You got a pretty girl
There's
who's never
one
seen the
alehouse
outside
here in
world?
the market
Ooh.
square, the Trader's Tavern. The other's up by the gate. We'll be going there later.
I will say, too, those halberds. I ended up stealing one out of the armory and shit like that. But,
Let's move along to the inner
they
bailey.
kind of suck. You can only do, like, downward strikes with them. You can't have a shield attached with them. You can't have them just in your inventory. You have to have them equipped all the time and out all the time.
Look here. See that filthy beggar? By Christ, I'll show the bastard.
What do you mean? He's a filthy beggar because he's begging by a church? Is that what's going on here, or... I don't really know why he's so much worse than the other guy.
Arms, please, sir.
Who do you take me for? Are you stupid or just insolent?
Oh, what's the matter?
Stupid, then. There's no begging allowed here, so pick up your stinking arse and haul it somewhere else.
Who am I bothering here?
Me. Us. Everyone. If Sir Hanush saw you here, he'd take a whip to you.
All right, I'm going.
Damn beggars. You offer them a helping hand, and they want the whole arm. It's not like the rules aren't clear. Beggars belong at the church.
Isn't this a church? Dude. Pretty sure this is, like,
Here's
maybe
the
a
forge.
private church?
The
But it
blacksmith
seems like a
has some
church,
trouble,
like a...
and he's not working at the moment, but his apprentice is standing in
Oh.
for him tolerably. I hear you're a blacksmith's apprentice, too.
Cobbler's daughter
You
is
lot could
hot.
help if needed, couldn't you?
Us? What do you mean?
You and your master, or your father, whoever taught you.
They...
What is it, lad?
My father was the master blacksmith. He was killed in Skalitz.
Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Yeah, sorry,
Thank you.
dude, but, you know.
So am I.
My papa died not long ago. Of course, it was old age got him. That's not the same, but I know a little how you feel.
At least he, like, popped that, you know. It's not the same thing, because it's totally not. Especially since it seemed like things were getting interesting with, like, the various stories that were going to be told about him and shit. And then, of course, he got off before any of that could happen.
The Rate fiefdom is pretty big. Naturally, it starts here by the town and continues along the Sasau River all the way to Kohelnitz. Then there's
huh?
Gallows Hill, lots of farmhouses scattered around. Neuhof, Merhoyed. Master Smill is in charge of Sir Hanush's stables. He's by
Oh?
far his best vassal. It's all a bit complicated for a newcomer, I suppose.
Speaking
This
of
lord
stables,
here,
I need a
that
horse.
Lord there, this
No
exemption
begging in
here,
the Upper
that right
Bailey.
there.
Ah, okay.
Exemptions from exemptions, rights to half of something, so on. It'd take you a year to make head or tail of it. This tower was only half the size when I was a young lad.
Sir Hanush had it extended and made into an armory.
Yeah, the NPCs being people is something that I mentioned very early on. I love the fact that they actually have a bit of a personality to them, and the guards even alone are a lot more human. Random pig just chilling.
I'm from Scully's. Good folk. You all know what happened there. Help your neighbor.
God be with you, Benesh. How goes it?
Well enough, Nightingale. It's quiet today.
Good. Where's Moimir, anyway? Isn't he supposed to be here with you?
Moimir?
Ah, yes. He hasn't turned up yet.
Oh, that's not good.
I see. Now, where might he have got to, then?
Oh, fair enough.
You don't know, eh? Let me tell you something. When the bailiff finds out Moimir's slacking off, he'll be in serious shit. And being a friend of his, you wouldn't want that, would you?
No.
So it's better if I deal with it, and we leave the bailiff out of it, right?
Yes, I suppose so.
So where is he?
In the tavern. He was thirsty, so he...
Went for an ale. We know how that goes. Come on, Henry. Let's go and find that idler, and you'd better talk some sense into him.
Oh, great. I get to talk sense into the fucking guy. What's up, brah?
What the fuck are you doing here when you're supposed to be on the gate?
Huh?
Move your carcass and go and guard the gate. Not a word. Get moving. You're lucky it was me found out, not the bailiff.
Are you serious?
Or God forbid, Captain Bernard. Out!
Wasn't I supposed to talk to
me,
him?
Henry? Let's have a drink.
Just gave him shit for sitting down and having a drink, and what are we doing? Sitting down and having a fucking drink. Face bomb.
All worked up.
Shouldn't we be on patrol instead of drinking?
You're eager, aren't you? Don't worry. Even watchmen are entitled to a break. Except the ones on the gate and the tower, of course. But that's enough about that. Let's not let it spoil our day. Listen, since we're sitting here anyway, how about a little game?
Yeah, sure. I'm not great at this game, but I'll give it a shot again. Bust! Straight up bust out the fucking gate. My luck in this game already is just horrid.
This'll be the one. We'll see. Now you.
Used to belong to an odd Polishman, apparently. Yeah, well, and then there's the Witcher fucking perk as well. Hold this dice. Score and roll again. Come on, double ones. Score and roll again. Come on, triple ones. Bust. My luck in this game is just horrid. He's already at 1,000 fucking points.
No point in pushing it.
Hey, speaking of, why did my... 1,000 points. Score and roll again. Score and roll again. 5 or a 1. Bust? See, I just like, this game is really fucking weird. If I bust... For it is advisable to end your turn using triangle before there is a significant increase in the chance... Okay.
No luck tonight.
Good times. Fuck you. Roll again. Roll again. Definitely gonna lose this, it seems. Unless I pop out 3 fucking 1s. 600 points. And then score and pass. 800 total.
That's it. Finished.
Score and roll. How are we looking? Score and roll. Score and pass. Catching them up a little bit here. Yeah, no, I definitely wouldn't mind having that fucking...
Finished.
441 what? Damn. Wow. We sat here playing dice all fucking day? Jeez. Well, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that the rest of the
one more
quote-unquote
thing and
watch
we're
is
done
nice
for the
and
night.
easy. Yeah.
Ringing
now
the
we
end
have
of the day and closing the taverns.
Isn't it still a bit early?
Jesus.
I don't know how it was in
Bumps into
Scarlet,
me.
but here in Rattay we close up at this hour. Except, of course, during fairs and big festivals. Then we don't close at all.
Ooh.
Should I go and ring the bell?
If you wouldn't mind, the bell is hanging outside the rat house. Ring 3 times, then go to the Trader's Tavern by the market square and make sure the innkeeper closes up.
I'll do that.
What the hell?
Before I forget,
People walking
it's
through
forbidden
me.
to walk in
What the
Rattay
hell?
at night without a torch. Here, take this one.
Wait, what? That...
Jesus, look
That's
where you're
not
going.
been enforced. That has not been enforced at all. Because I've totally been walking around out here without a fucking torch at nighttime. Hopefully, damn. I'm kind of concerned. Maybe doing that quest has kind of screwed me over a little bit with my sneaking in here at nighttime. Because if I pop in without a torch now, people are going to be all suspicious of me, and fuck. I guarantee, I promise you that that has not been enforced over the last little while. Because when I came in here and I was like robbing all this shit, I walked around with no fucking torch and there was no qualms. There was no questions. Like, sort of though. I mean, they'd be like, oh, what was that? Oh, what's over there? Oh my god, what was that? Dude, your suit is exploding. Good god. Anyways, yeah, no, like, they would be kind of curious what the fuck I was up to, but they didn't come over, they didn't tell me it was illegal, they didn't fucking give me a fine for it or anything. Push on down here. Let's quickly, yeah. Ring our bell. I think it's up here. Do I have access to this room now? Is that what's going on? I do have access. And there's the bailiff. Ah, okay, it goes up further. I'm like, but... I swear I was supposed to do something here. What's it? But... Okay, it's gotta be somewhere else. I think the map is just fucking with me again. Because that doesn't make any sense. Why would it send me to a locked door that I'd have to lockpick, that I can't even lockpick with my current skills? I feel like that's a little bit off. Is it through here then? No. Really? You can't... Come on, game. Work with me a little bit more here. Turn. Lockpicking very hard. Is it up this way then? Lockpicking very hard. What the fuck, game? If I'm actually stuck in this mission now, I am gonna be so unbelievably pissed. You cannot tell me that I cannot fucking complete this mission because I can't get into a room. Like, what the fuck? And it has to be in there. Like, that's the only fucking place it can be at this point. Come on, game. Let me guess, that's locked. And it's a hard pick. And wow. I am blown away by this. How in the fuck is this a thing right now? And the bailiff literally just disappeared. How? How has this become a thing? How was this not fixed in beta? And like, what the fuck? This is the first time I'm going to legitimately be furious with the glitches in this game. Because if I cannot complete my fucking quest... Do I have to go in here and up this way then? Is this the area? You're in a private area, apparently. Very hard. Wow. What the hell was that? The bell is outside on the wall. Okay. Well, that's a little bit better then, I guess. But yeah, what the... Like... On the wall. Outside on the wall. Oh, I was thinking it was up there, big ass fucking dingle bell, but no, I guess, alright, fair enough.
They'd be killing each other in the streets.
No wonder you gotta go check if the tavern's closed up for the night. You gotta go check if they even heard that shit. Whatever, I'll let it be, suspension of disbelief, but I gotta say, there's no way in hell a town like this, with a tavern with people on last fucking call, would hear a dingle bell like that from way the fuck down here. Absolutely no chance. Like, taverns are loud and rah, everybody's having a good time and shit like that, and you expect them to hear ting, 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 from, like, the other side of shit? Whoa.
And the canon of St. Wenceslas in Olomouc was so drunk, he dragged the pig to the market square, saddled it up, and rode it out of the town gate.
Like, even these guys just chilling here bullshitting wouldn't have heard the ding, the ding.
You can see that this wasn't going to end well. So, Sir Peter and I rode off to look for the good canon on his pig.
Did you find him?
We tracked the filthy beast down to a sty beyond Cronau. I mean, the beast with a tonsure on its head. We never found the real pig, but the Reverend was sound asleep in the pigsty.
Birds of a feather stick together. It seems the same goes for pigs and prelates. I toast, gentlemen, to pigs and prelates.
God save their bacon.
Sir Hans, forgive my intrusion, but I need...
Oh, but what? You want to join us? Want to buy us around? I'm afraid we don't drink with peasants. You're not in your village now, boy.
No, sir.
Damn, still fucking salty about losing that fucking fight.
Nothing closes while I'm sitting here. If that's all, you're dismissed.
Are you out of your mind, lad? You can't cross his lordship. He's got a temper like a bear with gut ache. If I was you, I'd get lost before he shows it.
The bailiff instructed me to close the tavern at the proper hour. He doesn't want anyone disturbing the peace after curfew.
The bailiff? The bailiff can kiss my arse. I trust you haven't forgotten who's the rightful lord of Rattay.
No, it's Sir Hannes.
Oh,
snap!
What is it? It's hiding under the table, maybe? No! Then what he wants isn't worth a fart in a bathhouse. And besides, he's only in charge till I grow up.
Which clearly hasn't happened yet.
Enough!
Damn!
You can't talk to me like that. I'm a nobleman.
Come now, sirs. You're not going to fight here, are you?
Dude, do we need
We
to do this again?
definitely are. This yokel needs to be taught his place.
God damn it. Might almost be better to take the beating.
To hell with it. You're dead.
Come on, then.
That'll teach you to talk to your betters. No quarter, sir.
Come on. Apparently drunk, he can't fight at all.
Crucifix! What in the name of Christ is happening here? Well, answer me, damn you!
This peasant insulted me. I had to teach him a lesson.
By rolling around in the mud like a hog? That's a fine example of noble conduct.
Sir Hannes, the bailiff ordered me to...
Silence! You shut your mouth and thank your lucky stars that you are Radzig's ward. Have you gone out of your mind? Raising your hand to a nobleman? And you, Hans, how many times have I told you that drinking with your subjects might be good for their morale, but it's bad for your honor? You spend all your days drinking and chasing wenches, which wouldn't matter if you paid any attention at all to your duties. And now we see what that leads to. Tomorrow, you will go with me to a hearing. Some landowners have asked me to settle a dispute. It'll be an excellent lesson for you.
I had planned to go hunting, but if you think listening to the pointless gripes of a bunch of old fools will benefit me, so be it.
Oh, hunting? Well then, Your Grace, I'll tell you what. You can go hunting.
Really?
Oh, naturally. Who am I to deprive the young Lord Capon of his sport? And you can take Henry here as your page.
Oh, snap.
Absolutely not.
You'll do as I've commanded. It's time you learned how to lead people, and not just in drinking and brawling. Now get out of my sight.
Sir, I have responsibilities of the bailiff.
Not anymore. Your responsibilities now are the Lord Capon. It's time you learned how to behave in the presence of nobility. Let's go. Tell the kitchen.
Yeah, I wouldn't last long in the olden days because I would be the type of person to go Dark Assassin style, and I would be going around stabbing those little noble cunts in their fucking gullets while they were sleeping. Show them strength, but don't take it too far. I mean, honestly, in this game, it might actually get me killed, but I'll be respectful to the little prick if he can learn to fucking be semi-respectful to me, but as it stands, yeah, I really don't... Wait. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that I have to sleep until morning before I can do that. Quest log. At dawn in the upper courtyard of the castle. Yep. Alright, well, we need to go find a place to bunk up for the night then. Oh, also, a little bit risky, but we did just recently save. Where is the... Go and see Teresa. Ah, so you can't do it when the guy's asleep. That's Gertrude. Talmberg Armory. Yeah. But it's not the mission to steal the whatever off of one of the guards. Probably gonna have to wait for that one, honestly. I've already pissed off the guards enough, and I need to build the reputation back up with them, which is part of why I'm doing these quests too. I think that's gonna rebuild my reputation with Ratai or Ratay or whatever, which is gonna be really beneficial considering how much I damaged it by stealing all the shit. But again, still kind of worthwhile. I've made a lot of money. I got a lot of skill books out of it. I've got, you know, not so much in the way of decent equipment like armor, although I did until I fucked up my save, but I do have good weapons. At the very least, I'm going to be able to hit people really hard. Sort of. And yeah, he is really obnoxious. But yeah, reading back up, that totally makes sense why I got said to go close up the tavern. I don't understand how fucking half the town would have heard that. Also, I would have almost expected it to be like the church bell that you ring for morning and night. Isn't that how it normally was in the medieval times? They had the thing, yeah. Pretty sure that's how they did it, didn't they? The church was the one that kind of rung the bell for morning and night. I'm sure the, like, city guard came by and was like, hey, it's time. Oh, hey, and we'll be able to talk to Teresa in the morning as well and continue courting her. Quick check. We have 122 groshens on us as well, so it's not like we wouldn't be able to afford a proper date this time. Instead of just a walk along the fucking river. Stamina is still pretty low. What do you mean, like total stamina? A large part of that, Chairman, you have to remember, is that in the agility, or is it agility? Vitality? Yeah, vitality. I do run faster, but I also lose 20% more stamina at a quicker rate because of the sprinter perk. So it might not be that my stamina is shitty, it might just be that I run faster and burn through it a little bit quicker. Curiosity, skills, did I level anything up? My drinking skill leveled up. Oh no, never mind, it's been leveled, I just don't want any of those skills. Same with reading. As soon as I level up again, I'm getting Magistrate 2, so I can get the +2 to persuade guards with speech. Time to hit the sleeping, though. You almost keep blacking out when you run. No, that's, may as well just, 1 second here, set the hour thing. The reason that that happens is because running increases your vitality. And you can run until you run out of stamina and it doesn't hurt you any way, shape, or form. It doesn't actually cause any HP damage. The only way to increase, well, not the only way, but the fastest way to increase your vitality is by running around. So I'm constantly running, constantly tiring myself right out to raise that vitality level. That's what I'm doing. Was for mass, or there's an army coming. Kiss your arse goodbye. Oh. Come on. You know what? Fuck it. Good enough. It's done. I'm happy. Where's my nourishment? 62. Could be better. I'll stop at the Tanner's on the way by and fucking steal some of her food. Quickly wait a little bit longer, I guess, because I don't actually see Teresa around yet. Very expensive. $85. Gotta love how times have changed that way. Alright. Hey, what up, doe? Yeah, no, I remember, man. We've talked a couple of times. We also did GTA together. Played a bit of that. But yeah, what's up, Zopound? How's it been going, bro? I did see you pop into the party that I was in a couple of days ago and then pop out. Not too surprising, everybody was playing Battlefront 2. That's normally the crew that I chill with. But yeah. Welcome, bro. Welcome. Teresa, where are you? I know you're, like, ready to be courted. Or you're supposed to be. Oh, is she in the back? No, A was something else, wasn't it? Or was A courting Teresa? Oh, it is Teresa. Oh, I've never actually found her out here before. How's it going, Teresa? Or Theresa, or whatever. Did you want to do something together again?
You want to do something together again?
I can't now. Come back in the evening, will you?
Sure. I figured it would be before noon again, just because the last time we did our date or whatever, it was like, oh, go visit her before noon, because that's the only time she kind of has available. Ooh, curiosity. Let's check out our stats again quickly. Proper stats this time, though. Agility is at 77, bow is at 63. I'm thinking with the hunting that we're going to do today, we might be able to level both. Might even be able to get our hunting skill up, actually. Also, if I remember correctly, I think this chick has a cook pot here. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. She's not even awake yet, lazy bitch. I've actually noticed you've been playing it. I think you are probably farther than me at this point in time. Possibly farther than me. Well, no, probably farther than me, at least in the main story. I've been dicking around a lot in this game. I've been thoroughly enjoying it, though. I hope you've been enjoying it as well. I mean, it's a bit complicated, and there's definitely some glitches and bugs and shit around, but it's beyond fun. I'm not gonna lie, too, I kinda hope that we end up getting a, like a more reasonable accommodation here. I will also point out, I think I'm gonna lose the chat here for a couple of minutes. It looks like my, my tablet is having some issues. My internet quality hasn't popped up. It's not saying that there's any problems there. I don't think the stream is going to drop out or anything, but it does seem like my my tablet's goofing up with the chat a bit. Could not open the page because the server stopped responding. A little concerning. Ah, well. Chairman's here. He will be good moderation, and yeah. Really not sure what's up with the tablet right now. Give me a couple seconds here, guys. I am going to quickly reset this thing, see if that helps. Keep pushing, sir. Keep pushing. Get that cardio. I will also point out, that's one good thing to not having a horse yet. Cardio's getting its work in. Getting its work in indeed. Are you who are... Is it... God damn it, he's on the other side of the wall, isn't he? Yeah, he's pretty sure he's on the other side. I think it's actually a little bit quicker to go this way than to go back around. Head out this gate and back in the other one. Yeah, this way seems right. Everything is restarting on my tablet now. It does take a while because it's a freaking Apple tablet, but should be done soon. There we go. Give me a second to open up my web page again. Hans Capone. Everything seems to be loading this time.
Here I am. I'm
Slowly but surely it's
overjoyed.
loading.
Have you got a horse? No, sir. Where would someone like me get a horse? Good point.
How to
Unless it
apply
was a
the new
cart
level.
horse, I suppose. Well, you'll just have to trot along behind me like a
Justin,
good
it's
dog.
not as buggy as the reviews say. At least not what I've found so far. There are some bugs, but I haven't actually had any major storyline bugs. I had an instance where I paid off my fine, went to go do some alchemy, walked out and got fined again, which was really weird. But all in all, it's not ridiculous. Hey, Cross, what up, doe, and welcome back, sir. Yeah, I'm farther than you. Yeah, I figured with the storyline. I've been taking my sweet-ass time doing it. Big bells are, yeah, 25 grand for a small one. The new level, however, is applied when you go into your stats, hit right on your trigger, and then go into, like, your skills page, expand the skills. Each skill gets a new skill point unlocked at a certain level, and you can apply it into the skill pages as long as you have met the requirement level for that skill to unlock.
Whatever you say.
Whatever you say, sir. I'm not gonna ask to borrow one. If anything, I guarantee the guy's already kind of pissed off about the fact that I beat him in a sword fight, and then I beat him in a fist fight. Honestly, though, that's one thing that now I'm thinking about it, and I wish was slightly different. I think being a blacksmith's son, your unarmed combat skills should have started out at like 5 or 10. Like, you should have fucking meat rods for arms. Are you gonna keep going, or are we just gonna sit here?
Let's go! Yeah! Hurry up, blacksmith!
Dude. What up? What up, man? Damn near as fast walking backwards. Your horse is slow, dude. George R. R. Martin's people aren't negotiating a Song of Ice and Fire video game with Horse, and there's something wrong. Is
Look
this
here,
with dragons?
About that business at the alehouse.
Yes, sir.
Anush was right. I should have behaved differently. More, well, gentlemanly. But that doesn't mean you were in the right. You can't throw a lord out of the tavern in his own town. You understand?
Yes. I was just...
What?
Trying to follow orders.
Speak up! Don't worry, I won't bite your head off.
It's just that when you said those things in the arena, sir, I was, a little upset.
Ah! I just like to tease greenhorns a little. And you vexed me too. You were insolent to Captain Bernard and they rewarded you with service. Whenever I do anything reckless, even if it's for my honor, Hanush is on my back about it and I get punished. Like that.
I didn't mean to threaten anyone.
Well, it's all water under the bridge. Let's not spoil our hunt.
Sure, why not? Is this, like, same story or... Oh, no, it's definitely not Game of Thrones. Has absolutely nothing to do with Game of Thrones. If anything, this is more... This is a very historic game. This is a game that's actually centered on Bohemia in the 1400s, the early 1400s. It does deal with actual kings and nobles and shit that existed in the time period.
Is this your
There's
first
no
time
magic
hunting?
as far as I'm aware. There's no dragons or any
I've been
mythical
hunting
creatures.
since I could walk. If you're not a complete blockhead, you might learn something useful. And if you don't cock it up entirely today, maybe I'll take you again. It's always helpful to have a minion at hand.
As I said, I have hunted before, but it wasn't...
Chasing bunnies with a pitchfork isn't hunting.
Ho-ho!
Observe and learn.
Dude, chasing bunnies with a pitchfork is skill. Bunnies are fast. If you're actually able to hunt down a bunny and kill it with a pitchfork, I almost have more respect for you than archery. Like, damn, dude, Usain Bolt would have a hard time catching one of them little fluffy fucks. Yeah, no, definitely not like
Listen,
Game of Thrones.
I wanted
Well,
to ask
like
you
Game
about
of Thrones
Scarlet.
in a sense, but...
I don't know if... that is, sir, I don't know if that's a suitable topic of conversation for the hunt.
We're not hunting yet. I'd like to hear about it at last from someone who was actually there.
The Cumans attacked Skallets and, anyone who didn't flee.
That's what they all say. I want detail.
Is it really necessary, sir?
Arguing with the nobility again, eh? It seems you're a bit
Well, it
of
is
a
part of the
rebel.
Holy
No,
Roman
not at all,
Empire
sir.
at this point in time.
It's just that... well, it's hard for me to talk about.
And
I
Latin
see.
and Old English and shit
So I'll
like
have
that
to get
was
you
kind of the
drunk
languages
first.
they would have been
Not
speaking.
sure even that would work.
We'll have to find out, won't we?
Besides,
nice
there
little
always has
place
to be a
just
bit
north
of
of here.
disconnect.
We'll camp
Or
there
not
and you can
disconnect,
tell
a
me
bit
all about
of
If you
suspension
wish,
of
sir.
disbelief is the way
And
that
don't
it's worded.
dilly-dally. Let's try
If
and get there
everybody
before the
was
day's out.
speaking fucking German all the time, a lot of people would get annoyed by it. I mean, you can set the language so that they're speaking French or whatever you would like that way, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I truly do feel like if everybody was speaking the native tongue of the land all the time, it would get a little bit old. So you suspend your disbelief a little bit, and it's just, I mean, they're quote-unquote speaking English, or you're just understanding what they're saying in English, and instead of having it translate in subtitles at the bottom, you appeal to the broader masses. The devs got satellite pictures of the area, then studied maps and drawings of the same time period. Well, fair, I wasn't gonna, like, say that this game was 100% legit because I didn't actually know if it was 100% legit. I know that it is centered around realistic time periods and shit like that, but yeah. Not 100% sure if everything in this is proper canon. And I don't like making claims unless I know, but thanks for the clarification there. How's my nutrition? Do I want to be overstuffed, though, is the problem. Is this all my shit? No. Better hunting arrows, though. And regular hunting arrows. Ah, you know what? He's probably going to make me take all the shit in there anyways. Objective started. Bring Capone wine and bacon from his saddlebags. Okay, well, then I'm going to finish looting all of this, then. Fetch the wine and the bacon. You got bacon. You got wine.
Waiting? Who the fuck do you think you are?
Coming up, sir.
No, this is on the regular PS4. Holy Roman Empire. It's a different thing. Yep, just regular. Romans disappeared in 400 AD. Holy Roman, yeah. But yeah, no, this is, I gotta say, very good game. Loving it. Loving the shit out of it. Oh, cancel. Confirm delivery. There we go.
So, are you enjoying being on the hunt?
I am.
We haven't even started.
Although we haven't actually hunted anything yet.
That doesn't matter. Hunting is a diversion. The main thing is to get out of Rattay for a while. Listening to Hanush's lectures all day long would drive anyone mad.
What are we going to hunt? Out of curiosity, I think it's rabbits. Wait, what?
What?
Oh, he's got to be joking. Regular PS4, it's been fine. I've had a couple of glitchy things, but honestly, I've had more audio stutter than I've had visual stutter.
I'd like to bag a boar. One, at least. And a few hares, too, eh? But what about you? Before I couldn't get a word out of you, now your tongue's loosened. So, tell me about Skallets. I heard Sigismund had
He's just
100
interested
there.
Alright, we'll
I
talk
don't
about
know,
it.
sir. I didn't have time to count them.
There's
It's
nothing
not
I can
easy
do.
for me to talk about, sir. My parents were killed right in front of my eyes.
Well, couldn't you do anything about it? I mean to say, didn't Radzig put up a defense?
They caught us unprepared. There was no time for anything. I wanted to save my parents, but I was too late.
All right then. I was only asked.
Texture pop? So far for texture popping, the only thing I've noticed is earlier in the episode, I was walking down the street, and one guard had some polygony mess, like his armor kind of exploded into pastel. But that's the only time I've actually had screen popping and shit. I've also had, I've had one sheep disappear in the ground, but it didn't actually disappear in the ground, it just got up and kind of, like, popped somewhere else. That's something that should be fixed in the next thing. I've also had, like, when I was walking down the stairs, I didn't have to talk to him, so it wasn't a big deal, but the bailiff disappeared in front of me and probably appeared behind me or went somewhere else, I'm not sure. It does still have its glitches. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna fucking sugarcoat it. But they're not game-breaking glitches so far.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean...
Yeah, I didn't...
That's all right, Henry. Don't mind me. Sometimes I open my mouth before thinking too. Well,
frame rate's been fine.
Anyway, it's too late to go.
Frame rate has definitely been fine.
But tomorrow we set off at first light. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Definitely small things that I'd like to have happen to improve quality of game. But they're not, again, game-breaking. Wait until dawn. Objective started. Well, we may as well eat from the pot then if we gotta wait till dawn. Oh, there we go. Also, honestly, if you enjoy an RPG setting, if you are happy with the medieval times, and if you're looking for something that's a lot more real than most of the other games, this is a good one. I will point out, if you're looking for a game where you want to be a god, as soon as you pick up a sword, kind of like Skyrim, where it's like, oh, I found a sword, all of a sudden I can fight soldiers and I can bust their fucking skulls open without too many issues, this is the wrong game for you. This game takes a lot of practice for combat to be smooth and fluent and fun, and your armor plays a gigantic role, and your skills play a humongous role. So, it's definitely one of those games where it's ball-breaking, especially at the beginning. Be prepared to have your balls busted. But it's also a very rewarding game in the same sense. When you actually get something done that you needed to get done, when you actually succeed in certain things, it is worthwhile. Cook item. I don't have anything on me to cook. How's my... it'll do alright for now. We'll have to wait for a little bit more, though. It did say wait till dawn, not dusk, so we should be good. I hate it when, like, after 4 levels, it doesn't matter if you level, skill or not. No, this is... oh, hell no is this game like that. As it stands, I have my... where is it? Strength skill is at 7, plus a +1 buff when I'm in the wilds. My warfare is at 3, my defense at 4. My sword skills and my mace skills are pretty low. But I, like, in terms of a one-on-one fight with anything past a bandit, I get my ass handed to me right now. How is Rattay still... Yeah, the Rattay soldiers really don't like me. The citizens aren't too happy with me either. This is because I was stealing shit. But doing missions should help. Completing side quests should help. The citizens I can make a little bit happier by donating to them, and I've definitely made enough money off of their fucking city to do that, so... Dude, it's morning, man.
Sir? Wake up, sir. It's time to go.
What? Are you mad? It's still dark.
What did
I thought we were going to get an early start, sir.
Early means at first light. Light, you don't. You want me to break my...
Go back to sleep. But Whatever. I guess he's the type of person that doesn't get anything done until 8 in the morning. Oh yes, no, the simulation is very well done. Okay, so it's just after 6 that we're ready to go. Gotcha.
What are you waiting for?
Oh, really?
You wouldn't dare mock your betters now, would you?
Heaven forbid, your lordship.
If that's the way you want it, peasant, we'll meet back here at noon. Whoever has the most hares wins. Oh,
God damn
and
it.
if you don't have anything to shoot with, there's a crate in the camp with some old hunting equipment. You can help yourself. After all, there's no sport in trouncing some wretch who hasn't a chance in hell.
Oh. Certainly, sir.
By all means, Sir Hans.
Ha! You'll soon be laughing on the other side of your grubby face. And now turn your back for a while. I know a few tried and tested spots in these woods, and I don't want you stealing them.
Shit. I'll get the bow out. Alright, off into the woods we go. Totally not fair that he's got a dog. Any movement? Nothing. Ah, there's a plant. Looked like a bunny when I was running. Here, bunny, 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 bunnies. You know what? Drop my noise. There we go. I could even... No, I'll leave the van braces on. Makes me a little bit noisier, but protects me from taking damage when I use the bow. Which is another really cool thing they added in, that's a thing. Up until you hit level 5 with your bow, you need van braces, or every time you shoot, you hurt yourself. Just flays your arm. There's a bunny. Dude, no. Dude, no. You don't. No. No.
Well, we had a pleasant chat that time, didn't we, Henry?
And... Oh, just a little high. I'm getting really good with, like, where I want it. Just a little high is my problem. Ah, damn it. You know what? Bunny? Come here. Come here. Come here. Give me my... I have to put my bow away to pull out my sword? Wait, do I not have it equipped? Why did... Oh, man, That's something that I've had some issues with, too. I don't know if it's because when you go to sleep, you unequip your armor or some shit like that, but I've had that happen so many times now, where I'm doing something, and then I need to bring out my sword or my shield, and it's not equipped. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to be able to catch the fucking bunny that way. Alright, whatever. Put the fucking shit away. Yeah, pull out the bow again. It's good practice, at least. It's about where I want it, it's just, yeah. Let me aim with the fucking... Let me... There's one, finally. It's also pretty goddamn legit that it doesn't give you a crosshair, but it does make aiming rather difficult. Just a pinch too high. Pinch too low. Trying to like line it up now with like my there we go. With the wood on my bow and shit like that. That's the only way I could think of to like really line up my shots. These bunnies are really dumb, though. And luckily... I was gonna say, luckily with the light amount of noise that I make, I can sneak up on them pretty good. Oh! What? How? That was so goddamn close. That should have been a gimme. Come on. Put the arrow away. My aim is getting a little too sloppy there. Well, my stamina recover, because your stamina does have a huge effect on your bow skills. Well, he's not moving, so that's good. Again, light noise is huge for that. Oh. God damn. So glad that the bunnies are dumb. Oh my god, my aim is atrocious. This is fucking, yeah, dead center of screen, try pre-aim. You can, like, pre-aim as much as you want. Your hand moves as soon as you start drawing the bow. See? As soon, you don't even get, like, full draw, and it immediately starts moving your hand. A large part of it has to do with my bow skill being so fucking low. As you level up, the bow will sway much, much less. Fuck off with this fucking too high, too low, too high, too low, too high. So fucking much hand movement. Are you fucking kidding me, Bo? Are you kidding me? Aim! Like... The bowmanship in this game definitely is a skill-based thing. Use your left hand to aim. Yeah, again though, if you look, it's not as simple as it seems. You can't just point your left hand perfectly at the bunny and expect to hit it. The arrow flies a little bit to the left and high. If I could just point the arrow point directly at the bunny and then hit him, I'd be ecstatic, but that's not how this works in this game. The bowmanship in this game requires a gigantic amount of skill. Like, that's the right height, now I need to be more to the left. And, again, the fact that my hand is constantly moving when you're drawing the bow, when you're firing the bow, all of that shit does take a huge effect on it, too. But, pick up all my extra arrows. Oh, Valerian? I haven't picked up Valerian before. I'm kind of curious what it even looked like. I'm just glad I can pick these things back up. It is a lot of fun. It is very difficult, though. It's something where you actually need a decent amount of... Like, you gotta build your skills. You can't just walk up and be a fucking pro. Unless you're used to games like this, but even then... Like, your bowmanship has to be really delicate, especially for a hare. It should give you a crosshair. You know what? It could be, you get pretty close to them. You'll go back to the camp, you only need one. I'm still gonna catch a couple. I need the food, actually. My nourishment is alright, but I've already used the camp food. How am I doing on food, actually? I guess I got dried fruits and stuff like that, too. Not too bad. But all of this levels up my hunting skill, it levels up my bow skill, levels up my agility. I'm not opposed to getting a couple of extra kills while I have the opportunity. Weapons. Let's just go with, like, the shitty hunting arrows, though, because I don't want to end up using all my good ones. I've already lost 10. a little high and to the left. Damn it. Yeah, it's just, hairs are a pain in the ass to hit in general, but the bowmanship, again. It'll be nice when I have my hunting level or my bow level up so I don't fucking deviate my rounds as much and my bow doesn't sway nearly as much. But even like trying to line it up with my left arm instead of my left hand is proving to be ridiculous. Not gonna lie, I'm almost tempted to just, like, find the dot on the screen and then put a little piece of tape over it so that I always have that dot on my screen. It's a cheap trick that a lot of people will do for, like, first-person shooters and shit like that, for, like, COD. You see those really crazy 360 no-scopers? Quite a few of them. I'm not gonna say all, because there are some people with legitimately that level of skill, but quite a few of them are using the fucking, the tape on the screen trick. Because as long as you know where your bullets are going with your screen, you don't have to have a crosshair and you can fucking shoot people. But all in all, I think we've cleared out the bunnies in this area for now.
For heaven's sake, Henry, you're scaring away the hares.
What hares? I've cleaned this place out. But yeah, we'll start heading back to camp now. I don't need to get too many of them, and I do want to do more alchemy before the end of this. But yeah, let's keep on powering through. Give me one quick second here. I had a really nasty back itch that I could only get with my hand. I couldn't run and scratch at the same time, unfortunately. Not for that one. But yeah, we got like 4 or 5 of them. May as well grab the sage while we're here. Not too worried about it. I actually know where a whole fuck ton of sage grows. Like, I could go there and get like 200 sage right now. Well, after this mission, I guess. I feel like if I actually deserted the guy out here, he'd probably have some issues with it. Oh, you could actually. Oh. I was thinking you probably wouldn't be able to pass time or anything like that. But no, you totally can. Those aren't bunnies, those are deer. Oh yes, I've got to hunt a deer. How big of a slap in the face is it going to be to the guy if he's like, yeah, I wonder who's going to bring back the most hares, and not only do I bring back a hare, but I bring back a fucking deer. See if I can't get them to slow down by sneaking around a little bit more. Oh, come on! That should have been a hit! Just the fucking tiniest pinch too low. Oh, that's a bunny. I don't care about the bunny right now. I want the deer. I will point out, too, this does kind of bring me back to the idea that I was talking about with hunting. I would love to see, with the hunting, having like an option where once you get to a high enough hunting level, you can trace the animals or track them to where they've run off to, kind of like some of the other hunting sim games. Because as it stands, if you lose your prey in the forest, like, it's gone. And I think a real hunter would be able to, you know, at least follow the footprints or some shit. Give you a general direction of where they've gone off to. I'm not going to worry about the bunnies right now. If I do come across deer again, though, I'm going to try and take another stab at the fuckers. I think I saw one up here. I think I saw one through these trees. Oh, I do see them. I've been told, too, that the deers, after hitting them, will bleed out over time. Germ, not me, a computer? Hey, Lori, welcome back. It's definitely been a while. How's it going for you today? Probably won't get to the alchemy, just saying. For deer, you gotta be kitted out for hunting stealth. They're very skittish. I make 6 noise right now. And only because I've got the Van Brace on. My noise level is actually really low. And the Van Braces I kind of need to have on for the bow, just so I don't kill myself. See, they're running in a direction that I'm kind of in, so they can't have an idea that I'm here right now, I don't think. Or do they? It looks like they might. Try and chill out a little bit, see if they stop. Seems like they're just gonna keep moving, so... rush them then. Yeah, they're not gonna fucking stop. Come here. Come here. Oh! Tree got in the way. Get as close as I can to it. Increase my chances. Fuck. Not bad, but yeah, not nearly close enough. I have to wait until he's done with this dip here. And this tree. Because if I can get him running in a basically straight line, then I can get close enough to him. I should be able to hit him. Ah, oh, you dirty bitch. Oh! Oh! Lucky shot! Fuck yes! I win. I win the hunting game by a fucking huge margin. $126. Let's drop half of this then. Ah, it is worth good money though. You know what? Let's eat the dried mushrooms. Eat the dried fruit. That helps with my weight just a small amount. What can I drop? I don't really want to drop the St. John's wort, but I have a lot of it left over, and it is easy to collect. And that is fucking like 10 pounds. Damn, that's only 10 pounds. Drop a bit more of the hair meat then, and then drop a... Fuck! See, and this is like, I'm glad that my strength gets upped for herbalism and shit like that, because this is one of the most annoying things, is not having enough weight. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How about that? 13.9. 1 weight each. Now, that'll actually legitimately get me too drunk. 30% is enough to tip me over the edge, and I don't want to be hungover. 0.9 pounds. Well, I guess I could do that out of the St. John's wort. Do 10, so I'm just a little under my weight capacity. There we go. Now we can head back to the hunting spot, or to the camp, which I believe is just down this hill. Quickly triple. The hell? fuck? Compete with Sir Hans at hunting hares. We ended up brawling in the tavern. Sir Hans pushed us. It was clear that neither of us was looking forward to the expedition. Hey, nice! Well, congrats, Lori. If you were older, you'd be married by now. But your stealth isn't. What is that? Visibility or conspicuousness? Because as it stands, yeah, my stealth skill is actually not bad for what I'm at. Level 2, I mean, it's low, but considering how early in the game it sort of is, and how often, like, how very little your stealth actually levels. But yeah, I'm really not sure what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing now. Should I just wait? Do I have to kill more rabbits? I'm confuzzled. And I'm overstuffed now. I forgot about that. Didn't even consider it, actually. Pink! I feel bad just leaving the hare meat behind, but you know what? I'm just gonna pass time a little bit and see if maybe that helps progress the quest. 180-ish carry weight. Nice. If you haven't washed in a while, they can smell you. I have washed recently. I washed before I came out hunting. I guess that's like a day. But good to know on that one, too. Wait till noon at the camp. Pass by noon. I actually don't know where the camp is, to be honest. I was like looking at the map and I didn't see it. Just have the prey. What the? Oh. I see. The prey. Yeah, but I get it. I don't know where the camp is, though. Noon, you have to be at the camp. Again, the camp is not marked on my map. That's an interesting point. But again, there's no camp marked on my map. I don't know where the fuck it is. I would have thought that the fucking quest line would have told me, like, to go back there after I fucking finish some shit up or something. But yeah, I legitimately have abso-fucking-lutely no clue where the camp is. I think if I keep following this road, I might come across with it. There we go. Objective completed. So now we can head back to the hunted camp. Brandon, absolutely worth it. It's a little bit frustrating. It takes some skill, takes some getting used to. It is not like any other medieval-style RPG that's really out and big-named right now. The environments are well done. It does run on the CryEngine. There's some occasional glitches, and the missions aren't as forthcoming, or like some of the instructions aren't as forthcoming as I would like them to be, but all in all, they did a really good job trying to make a legitimately medieval-feeling game. Your stats go up for various reasons. Boar hunting spot. Oh, hello. I have a funny feeling, though, a boar isn't going to spawn in for us until that part of the quest. I gotta say, though, too, I am really surprised that it didn't mark the camp on my map as we went, like, into it. Because we definitely slept at the camp. Normally it marks camps as I pass them on my map. But I was totally off. Like, if I wanted to get back to camp, there was no way in hell I was gonna get there from fucking following the one road. Ah, there it is. But yeah, lots of other camps that I've passed by are marked things now. Let's see here. Perfect example is the one that's just down south. It doesn't mark it specifically as a camp. You kind of have to have your own knowledge of the place and shit like that. Where is it? Zoom out. Thank you. Zoom in. Right here. This is a camp. This is a fishing thing, but it's also a camp. This is a fishing thing, but also a camp. Yeah, anyways, you guys get the idea. I think this is another interesting fishing site, but anywhere that's like this is also a camp usually and can be slept at, from my experience so far. Thanks, been on the Fiend after the letdown of Ark. Yeah, Ark was a major letdown, I'm with you on that. Well, it wasn't a major letdown, it had some cool shit, but the devs have their focus in the wrong area. This is actually a perfect game to compare it to, in a sense. Ark, my biggest grievance with Ark, and one of the main reasons... One second here. One of the main reasons why I didn't continue playing Ark is because they were still, quote-unquote, in the beta, but then they released the Ragnarok DLC. You can't be in a beta and then charge people for download content. Either your game is complete and you're making extra content and charging them for it, or your game isn't complete and that content should be included in the base game. Period. End of fucking story. And with Ark, a lot of the times we had major issues with lag, we had major issues with so many glitches, and their main focus was, let's bring in more animals and more shit instead of patching what's broken. This game, instead of being like, hey, let's bring in all this extra shit, they, on day 2 or day 3 of release, released a 15 gigabyte patch to fix things. Their priorities are well focused, and I respect this company for that.
How did the hunt go for you, sir? I did quite well. Look.
Why do you
No
ask?
Brain, welcome to the
You
chat,
were right
man,
on my arse
and
the whole
N17
time.
Killer.
Not bad, though. Quite good, actually. For a common blacksmith's boy.
Shouldn't there be some reward for the victor?
Jesus, the insolence. A serf asking his lord for coin. But
No,
never let it
not
be
coin.
said I'm a pinch purse. Very well, then.
Your serf humbly thanks you, my lord.
And now, come along. Let's
Damn,
go and
35
have some real
groschen.
game.
Hans Kapon. Are you going to take me to the boar site I discovered over yonder?
Henry, mount up and let's go hunting.
Mount up? What are you talking about, mount up? How rude. You and I both know I ain't got a fucking horse. We discussed that yesterday. I'm like 20 hours into this game and I didn't know you could fish. Great game. Wait, you can fish? How do you... Wait, is there a fishing pole you have to buy? Because, yeah, the fishing spots are just like fishing traps set up along the beaches or whatever, and you can just go and empty them whenever you kind of feel like it, and there's, you know, stuff in there and shit. But yeah, it's not something where I actually actively did that. I was gonna say, that is a dumb bunny. I was tempted to shoot it just for sitting there. Game looks like it's a lot of fun, dude. And there is, like, I mean, I'm doing questline-y stuff right now, but the last couple of episodes have more or less just been me dicking around, raising skills, doing a couple of things here and there, learning alchemy, learning how to read, because you're illiterate, you're a blacksmith's son, you never needed to learn how to read before. But being literate is really good in this game. Holy fuck, if you hit level 14 for reading and you buy the skill, or you activate the skill or whatever, you unlock every location in the map, and the whole map is revealed to you. Well, not every location, but you reveal any towns, any camps, and I think there's one other thing that you reveal as well, along with the whole map. I think it's like shrines and crosses, or shrines and waypoints, or something like that will all be unlocked as well. So, getting your reading level up is really fucking good. Herbalism is a great skill as well. Being able, when you hit level 10, you can get Leg Day, which increases your strength skill when you're picking herbs. So you're not just increasing your herbalism, you're increasing your strength, which is a large portion of why I'm as strong as I am right now. It's not because I've been beating people up. It's because I've been picking a lot of herbs, getting that Leg Day in. Yes, yes, more harvesting fish. The traps are already preset up. Gotta imagine. Oh, never mind. You're dismounting here. This might be a different boar spot.
And it's been freshly rooted. There'll be boar somewhere nearby. So, just like last time, slow and quiet, whatever you do. Understand? But watch out for them from the top of that mound there.
Oh, wait until we get back into town there. Vermisearch. Sorry if I butchered your name, but wait until we get back into town.
You want to take him down with an arrow? Certainly. Why wouldn't I?
You won't kill him like that. Boar is hunted with spears.
Is that so? So now all of a sudden you're a master huntsman, are you? Watch and learn.
Right in the heart.
Damn, I'm good. Quiet. So, next time you try to tell me I can't kill a boar with an arrow, you can...
Shit.
After him! Fetch! Mount up, Henry. We're going to chase down that swine!
Oh, that was amazing. Remember that for mounted combat. Absolutely, definitely I'm going to have to. Okay, I'll just say V. But wait till we get back to town and start doing alchemy. Alchemy is basic. You're making potions, but it's legitimate, like, herbal poultices. And the beginning of the episode, I ended up, well, relatively the beginning of the episode, we made 5 spirits, 5 alcohol, and 4, because you make 2 at a time of the Savior Schnapps, which is the alcohol you have to drink. I call bullshit on that one. Just 1 second here, guys. It did save immediately once we did that. I'm almost 733 yet. So, we'll quickly reload, because I am chasing down that fucking boar. Try to ride your horse a lot. Riding is as crap as everything else at the start. Oh, there is horsemanship. That's right. I didn't even think about that. I'm gonna have... You know what, though? I'm gonna have to say, unless it brings your vitality up riding the horse, you're gonna have to find a really delicate balance in this game. Because vitality is huge. Vitality is your health. It's, you know, it's a very important skill, but so is your horsemanship. But vitality is increased by running, and horsemanship, obviously, by horseback riding. If the vitality is also increased by horseback riding, I'm fine with that, but yeah, we're gonna have to find a bit of a balance, as it were. Run! Where did it go? Guess it's gotta be down this way. It's the way my main objective is leading me. It's the only objective highlighted right now. You're supposed to fail the boar chase, Kush. It's scripted. Ow! Oh! Speaking of... Well, we'll see, though. But speaking of things that I thought were scripted... Well, kind of thought were scripted. You guys remember that fucking fight that I had with this noble prick bag with the arrows and shit like that? Man, you guys gotta see my buddy German Turtle stream. He was so nice to German Turtle! I don't know if it was level or what the fuck was going on. Whoa, you have discovered accident. I don't think that was an accident. I am gonna go out on a limb here and say that wasn't an accident. But, okay then. Thistle. It's strange that it's like, what do I do with it? Do I do anything with it? But yeah, that was definitely no accident. Random shit you can find in the forest. Like, wow. We need to find Hans now. Just put on armor on arms. Okay. But yeah, no, when I first fought Hans, you guys, well, the guys that were there for my stream, you guys remember, I didn't get anything less, or sorry, he didn't score anything less than 11. And, I mean, yeah, one of them was, like, mine to lose, in a sense. I choked and I shouldn't have, and it fucked me over. I totally do kind of want to kill those deer, but at the same point in time, I don't have any room for their meat. But when my buddy Pendlepants did it, A, the sword fighting, Hans just basically sat there and let his ass get beat, and B, for the fucking bowmanship, he scored an 8. Pendlepants beat him on, like, the first fucking go. Pissed me right off. Because, yeah, no, guy didn't hit anywhere near as low as that on mine. And I retried, like, 4 fucking times. I mean, even the last one, I'll point out, I thought it was scripted because it seemed like he cheated. He was at 8 points, he had 1 arrow left, and a bullseye was getting me 3, and then all of a sudden, with his last arrow, he got 5. I was like, wow. Just robbed of shit. But it's apparently not scripted. And yeah, I guess we're trying to find Sir Hans now? Wherever the fuck he went? Some random dude, but not Sir Hans. Wayfarer, okay. Good sir. If only you could yell, wait. Down here, maybe? Deer hunting spot. I'm kind of actually happy to have all these spots kind of noted. Where the fuck is this guy, though? Curiosity, if I open my map, does it give me, like, a search area? That shit ain't no accident, yeah. Great game, it is absolutely, Brian, and I hope you guys are enjoying. If you do, or if you are enjoying it and you want to see more of this, go ahead and hit the sub button and the notifications. I do this every night. And I will be continuing to do this every night for a good while. Good while. No, that's our Wayfarer. Hans, where the fuck did you go? Try and stand on as many mounds as I can so I get a better view of things. Oh, it does give me a search area to look in. It's a big-ass search area. East-west path you follow. Path north of you. Okay. Quickly pop open the map here. So, it's either got to be this path or it's got to be this path. Probably this path that I'm kind of on right now. Pathway is right here. follow this way towards the north. You know what, though? I am gonna point... I'm gonna take your advice here. The idea that that wasn't an accident and I should be equipped for it. Pernox, Seox. Yeah, I'm good on that. Oh. Missed it. It was the path back a bit. The little path on the map. Little path. Pretty sure I'm on the little path, dude. Unless it's like up here or something, or it's not a path that's on the map. Quickly just kind of continue this path for a moment, and then we'll see about finding him somewhere else then. Follow it west. Gotcha. Ah. You know...
You Hungarian cunts! It takes 3 of you to handle 1 check! The other. Before you go. You wretches! Your mothers shut you out, and your sisters have bigger cocks than you! Rossz helyen vagy rossz időben! Vigyázz! Itt! Itt az
Fuck off! Such horseshit!
Látom őt ott is!
Itt épp egy malacot téved a disznó ülésre.
Fuck off. Oh, this is really not good.
Nem hiszem el! Emberek, vigyázzon!
What are you laughing at, you blowfly? Never seen a real man before?
Hagyd abba, hallod? Állj, feladom! A picsába hagyd már!
Fucker.
Elég volt.
These guys are super weak. Oh no, you fucking... No, you don't. Get over here. Ah! Bullshit. On the third guy, just like legit ran completely. He didn't even try to fight me.
Humans are filthy animals, I can tell you. Can you believe they slaughtered my dogs, the cunts?
I can believe it, yep. Take out one with a bow if you can. There's 2 pretty easy. I had better gear than you, though. I will point out, just for you there, Fig Jam, that this is no ordinary regular mace. It is the Pernarch, and it does have stab damage. And the stabbing damage is more, like, the stab for me was more to open the shield up so that I could hit him again. But yeah, stabbing with the mace, normally not good. Stabbing with a bladed mace does do a little bit. And I would have brought Fear Not, because that is a bitchin' fucking sword, but it is still hot. Along with most of the other swords in my possession at this
I'll have a
moment.
bronze bust made of you, my friend. But where have you been till now?
Oh, you know, I was picking berries, had a drink of wine, took a little nap.
You lunatic! They almost had me roasting on a spit.
I'd say it looked more like they were about to take your maidenhood.
Now look here, dung grubber. Is that any way to speak to a nobleman?
Yeah, I apologize.
I apologise, sir. I'm just glad you're all right.
I don't think I can
I'm
now.
yanking your pizzle, you dolt.
Morning, Ed.
Thank you
What
for
up, Doe, and welcome to the stream and
That
chat.
wound doesn't look good, Sir Hans.
You're
Yeah,
right.
it's not meant.
Those cumin swine roughed me up a bit. And my damned horse is bolted. You'll have to get me home somehow.
The sooner we get out of here, the better. Who knows how many bandits are creeping around here.
Let's go then. I've had quite enough excitement already.
It's Lord Capon.
Oh, they stole his horse as well, yeah.
You, help him.
There is, in fact, money in this game, Ed, and 2 stab, again, Fig. A lot of the time, even in, like, real combat, the stab wasn't meant to actually hit. A lot of the times a stab, especially considering how small of a point it is, and how low of a speed that you can stab at, was more meant for opening up to other hits. And, again, would have brought Fear Not, but it's a hot item, along with, like, anything that I have that's a stabby weapon. And the swinging, like, due to my low strength, low agility, low swords fighting skills, low mace fighting, like, low fighting skills, I don't swing very fast. And I've found at this point in time in the game that the people that I've fought so far are more prone to being damaged by blunt
How is
damage
it
than
possible,
stabbing and slashing.
Those bastards make so bold no more than a mile from the castle. We'll have to send out more patrols.
That won't do us any good, Hanush. Even if we had 10 times the men, we couldn't
But yeah,
keep through every
Groshin
thicket
is,
in the field.
Groshin is the money.
You sent for me, sir?
Definitely
Come
money in
in.
the game.
I don't know how to thank you, Henry. If it wasn't for you, Hans would be dead. And to think I sent you out with him as a punishment.
I was only doing my duty, sir.
Don't be so modest, young Henry. You showed not only courage, but loyalty to your liege. That's why I'm taking you into my personal service.
Sir, thank you, sir.
Well, let's celebrate your promotion and Sir Hans's recovery. Well, don't just stand there, lad. Pour us a drink.
Yeah, sure, why not?
I'm sorry to interrupt, sir, but I've urgent tidings.
What now?
A stable boy came from Neuhof. He says brigands raided the stud farm this morning. There's many dead or maimed.
Tell us exactly what happened.
I'm not sure. The boy was so shook up he could barely speak. He said the bandits murdered for the joy of it. I'm sorry, sir. Your vassal Smill is dead.
Who did this? Who were they?
We don't know, sir. The stable boy just kept babbling about some huge fellow in black armor who led the attack.
Take as many men as you need, and don't stop until you've found those bastards. And bring me their heads!
Yes, sir.
My men at your disposal too, Hanush.
Thank you, friend.
Sir, let me ride with them.
He's full of piss and vinegar, isn't he?
Their leader, he must be the one who attacked me at Skalitz. There can't be 2 men in the whole kingdom who look like that.
You think he might still have my sword? No doubt you could use another swordsman, Captain.
As you command, my lord.
How soon can you leave, Bernard?
Soon as the men are ready, sir.
Good. Wait in the courtyard for Henry. And, give him a horse.
His own mount?
Hell
His
yeah.
reward for saving Sir Hans. You'll need it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Well, go!
Yeah, see, Fig,
I want
for
these
me
culprits
so
in the
far,
hands of the
I've
executioner
encountered
as
plate
soon as
mail
possible.
far more than
I
regular
won't let you
brigands.
down, sir.
It's actually been a little bit frustrating to me. Because, like, every time I come across somebody, they're wearing chain mail, they're wearing fucking plate mail and shit like that. Just part of why I brought that. Again, a large part of it, if you remember from when I went back, was because I couldn't be rolling around with the fucking Fear Not sword under the service of a nobleman when I had just recently stolen that out of, like, the royal armory. That would have gone over quite poorly. But hey, we're free again a
We
bit
don't know
here.
much about what happened, just what that Neuhoff...
Quick check here. Report to the captain. Yeah, we can do that in a bit. I'm over encumbered again. Why am I over encumbered? Precious metal show. Oh, nice. Ah, there is a grindstone right here. We can see if we can sharpen the mace. I'm not 100% sure, Chairman. I haven't tried it yet. We cannot... Yeah, we can't sharpen the mace, unfortunately. We could sharpen this blade here. Stamina recover. See, the one thing I kind of wish it did was, like, give you a bit of a heads up that you're done sharpening your blade, but it doesn't really seem to do that. It just says that when it's, like, polished and shiny, it's good to go kind of deal. So it should be good now. Chainmail should be strong against stabbing, actually. Chainmail was made specifically for stabbing.
Well, getting on a bit. Great.
Plate mail was used to deflect, like, arrows and shit like that, and it also helps with slashing damage. But chainmail was meant to prevent arrows from penetrating through your plate mail and into your body, as well as preventing stabs from going through. Or... depends on your sword, depends on your chainmail and shit like that, but it's meant to alleviate some of those problems. We'll head quickly down here to the butcher, though, and sell all this meat I've got over encumbering my ass. And then we will take a stop off at the alchemy station and do some more alchemy, because, oh man, that's so fun. And it's so cool. The alchemy is hands down one of the coolest things that I've had in here so far. Can you ruin your sword? I believe you can. What happens is if you're pushing too hard on it and you have it at the wrong angle, you'll see smoke, and it damages the durability of your blade. Actually, I'm keeping the dried. Dried meat is amazing. It literally lasts forever. Can't fucking argue with that shit. Oh, I should cook this shit first, shouldn't I? There is a fire just over here, too, that I can use. But if I cook it, it should be worth more. Slashing, stabbing would separate the rings. Ah, okay. I was always under the impression that it was meant to try and prevent a stab. But again, I imagine that comes down to how good your chainmail is and how good their sword is. A dull sword with good chainmail, you're not going to be able to stab through it. Did I just see cooked roe deer kidneys? Oh, hey, and it actually, cooking it made it lighter, it looks like. Oh, wrong way. This way is the way I want to go. Yay, I can run again! Really? I have spirits on me, but I can't give them any. Weird. Do I have to give him, like, water then? Let's talk trade.
God bless.
Sell. Yeah, rope deer kidneys. Why am I overfed? I didn't eat anything, did I? I must have hit
Let's
the,
talk
like,
about
eat
the
off of the
price.
pot or something.
Sure,
While I
why
was
not?
cooking. Because, yeah, I haven't really eaten anything else. Try and bump her up to 370. How does that
Satisfied?
sound? You're gonna get me to bump it down again,
Close.
I'm sure.
Drop the price a bit more, and we'll shake on it.
How about 355? Does that sound fair?
Finally, a reasonable sum.
Nice. Just protect the joints of the armor, a natural weak point. Yeah. I worked with an armorer who makes all-time armor for people who want it. Old-time armor is worth a lot of money. Well, that's because old-time armor was so fucking annoyingly complicated to make. I mean, if you want it, like, made in the old-time fashion, yeah, I could see that for damn sure. But much like the katana, I mean, the refinement processes... Even with katanas, like, now, the sad truth of the matter is, a katana made by new manufacturing processes are actually stronger than the old katanas. But here is our alchemy station. Flip the page, prepare our stuff, and here we go. So, for this one, because we're going to be making some spirits, we'll pour the spirits in first, or at least the spirit base. Then we go over here, we grab some sage. At least for this recipe, we pop it in the mortar. And some mint. And we pop this in the mortar. And we grab the pestle to grind it all up. Oh, okay, well I guess we can read this first. I kind of wanted to read this for the guys who haven't seen it yet anyways. So yeah, it gives you a description of the potion itself. This is obviously spirits. It's basically vodka. You will need spirits, a handful of St. John's wort, one of sage, and one of mint. Basically meaning you need one of each ingredient to do one craft. Drop the St. John's wort into the cauldron and boil for one turn of the hourglass. Grind the sage and the mint, drop the sage and mint in and boil for one more turn, and then distill. So, to do that, basically, you have to do this shit first. Your base always has to go in first. Next, you'd want to prepare your stuff here. So, I did the pestle, right? Just make sure it's all ground up. There we go. Put this in the dish. Now, this is the part that I had to look online and get a little bit of help with. When you're bellowing, if you want it to boil, bellow 6 times, not 3. 1, 2, 3 gets it bubbling, 4 keeps it going a bit, 5 keeps it going a bit longer, and 6 a little bit longer than that. Next, we grab our St. John's wort over here. Pop this bitch in. Hit right trigger for the sand glass. Bellow a couple of times to keep it nice and toasty. Then we grab our dish. Pop this in here. Hit the sand glass again for one more turn. Bellow twice more to keep her nice and toasty warm. Grab yourself a vial. Quickly triple check, it's done. Hold on the still. This will complete your potion. Hold X on the still, and then yeah. 2 pumps of this. Bellow, bellow. And we have our spirits. Definitely the coolest addition to this game, in my opinion. The alchemy is so well done. You start with a base, you have to do your herbs, you have to... And this is some pretty legitimized processes for making various healing pulses and so on and so forth. As it stands, I don't have enough belladonna to do a save potion, but I may as well go and stock up on a couple more of those. The save potions, I will point out too, it seems that you craft 2 at a time, not 1. The spirits, you seem to craft 1... But the rest of it, you seem like, or the save shit, you seem to craft 2. So let's trade with this guy a bit here, see if he's got any more belladonna. He does. Pop that. Haggle him down a little bit.
let's have a word about the price.
Hey, no worries, A.
Sure,
Or V,
why not?
or however you'd like to be referred to. But yeah, I figured of all things you would really enjoy that, especially considering you mentioned that you have an
Satisfied?
herb picking, like, OCD
Well
sort of
now,
thing in
a little
games.
more, and we'll shake on it.
And yeah, the stuff that you actually grab, the herbs you grab, are definitely worth grabbing.
Finally,
they
a
are worth
reasonable
holding
sum.
on to. They are worth, you know, they are worth it. I mean, they're worth it just to get your strength level up for leg day. It's even more worth it when you consider the potion creating process. But do remember, 6 bellows to keep it boiling, because that was my major issue when I first started, was I didn't get the bellows right. So, we need 2 of the belladonna, 1 of the nettle. We prepare. Belladonna. We need... Oh, sorry. We need the wine first as our base. I'll actually take a quick look at this so you guys know what we're doing. So, we prepare wine, 2 handfuls of belladonna and 1 of nettle. The belladonna goes in the mortar and pestle, gets ground up. You boil the nettle for 2 turns of the hourglass. Then you drop the ground up belladonna in and boil it for 1 more turn, and then just put it directly into a vial. So, wine. Followed by belladonna. Mortar. Belladonna. Mortar. Mortar meet pestle. Into the dish it goes. Put all that down. Next we go with the bellowing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can actually grab the nettle before you start bellowing, just to kind of, you know, increase your efficiency in a sense. That was my bad. Bellow a couple more times. Pop this in the cauldron. Spin the hourglass. Bellow a couple bit. Yeah, just keep bellowing basically. I'm gonna say like 3 is good. Your character kind of resets himself. Spin this bitch again. Keep bellowing. Gotta keep that flame nice and toasty warm. Then you will grab your dish full of your belladonna, pop it into the cauldron. Spin your hourglass. Bellow twice. Grab a vial. And fill it from the cauldron. And there you have 2 savior schnapps. Bam, just like that. Now I have 2 extra saves. They had a blacksmithing system in this too. They had to pull it out because it was too OP. That does make sense. The fuck? If it tries telling me that I need to fucking...
Such are my orders.
Such are your orders to what? Search me that. I don't have anything stolen on me.
That didn't hurt a bit, now did it? Carry on.
Yeah, so that's one thing I almost don't want to admit because Chairman's gonna fucking mention, oh, you shouldn't be stealing. But I have gotten enough of a negative reputation with the guards now that they periodically run up and decide that they're gonna search me for stolen items. I will point out, part of that isn't due to stealing. Part of that is due to trying to talk them out of shit. You saw those pop-ups like, oh, you don't have to do this, blah, 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 like a speech check, a charisma check, and a sword check. I've been experimenting with it a little bit, and that's my problem, is every time you fail one of those speech checks, it drops the reputation of you. So every time that I've tried to convince them that I was on secret orders or whatever, I was slowly but surely draining away my reputation with them. So take my mistake into account and don't do that. Until you have a ridiculously high speech stat or whatever it is, and I will inform you guys as soon as I know what it is, just try and avoid doing that, because otherwise you're going to end up biting yourself in the ass. They are ridiculously difficult to try to convince of things, too. Oh, I just overstuffed myself. Whoops. Oh, I didn't? What was my nourishment at? I was going to say, I should be overstuffed. I didn't get the skill that makes it so that... Yeah, I'm almost positive I didn't get the skill that makes it so that I can, like, eat whatever I want, but it doesn't give me... No, that's spoiled or poisoned food. I don't know why it's not considering me overstuffed, but fuck it, I'll take it. They left in the honing grindstone, essentially the last step of smithing. Well, you know what, though? I'm kind of okay with that for now, and I have a feeling that considering they developed such an in-depth system, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes back in later on as a re-added, you know, DLC or a patch or whatever. Am I gonna, you know, bash them for taking it out if it's too OP? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I would like to see it put back in, especially you're the son of a blacksmith, and you're the son of a good fucking blacksmith, from what everybody's told you. So it would be wonderful to see that. What's the combat like in, and is this like Skyrim? What up, though? Trick shots? The combat is complicated, very skill-based. Stats definitely make a big improvement. Your armor types definitely have a big effect, especially depending on what type of weapon your enemy is using, whether it be blunt or sharp. It is tricky combat. It's hard to get used to. It is very, very, very different from Skyrim. But all in all, it's... Yeah, no, I'm just going to say it's kind of different from Skyrim. Skyrim, you didn't have to sleep, at least not until they, quote-unquote, added in this the hardcore mod, which is something that they could have fucking done by themselves and not, you know, gotten somebody else to help them out with it. Mod creators and shit. But whatever. That's my small gripe with Bethesda in and of its own right. But yeah, no, this game is more in-depth, it's more real than Skyrim by a long shot. There is no mythology. The alchemy that I was doing wasn't magic, it was medicine. It's just considered magic at this point in time because nobody has the scientific knowledge as to what does what. You know, if you take this, it's an antibiotic, and it's going to kill the bacteria in you. If you started talking that shit in these times, everybody would look at you like you were on some serious drugs of some type, I'd imagine. I think if they redo it for the next game, which is all... I think they'll redo it for the next game, which is already in pre-production. That's a little bit... It's a little bit disappointing in a sense. Well, I still think if there's enough demand, and if they do figure out a way to make it less OP, they'll probably include it back in. It's not like they would have to, you know, revamp the whole game to do it. But it is nighttime, and I am feeling a little bit shisty, so I'm... never mind. Never mind. I was going to do some theft, but I am starting to build my reputation back up with missions, and I don't want to disturb that. I kind of wish I had more books to read, to be honest. Also, can I take this fucking sword out without it being hot now, or is it still just going to be a problem? Definitely still going to be a problem. I wonder how long I'm not going to be able to use Fear Not. Also, the Morgenstern. Oh, so cool. It was either the Morgenstern or the Pernock, and the Morgenstern looks cooler, but the Pernock actually does have some slash damage and some stab damage. I mean, this thing's got a bit with a point, but yeah. And then the Soul Slicer down here. Let's see, is that still hot? The Soul Slicer is not hot. So I could walk around with the Soul Slicer, and I'm probably going to do that. The Fear Not is going to have to go in until the heat wears off on it. It is a stolen weapon, and from what I can tell, it's a, like, legendary style, you know, weapon. So, them looking around for it for as long as they have been, not super surprising. The Soul Slicer looks like they gave up on a little bit earlier, which is nice. I guess I could put the Pernock back in here as well now. So I'm not carrying too much shit. Pernock, Sax. Can sell all this shit later. Short Skullets, Waffen Rock. You know what? Just to help out with conversations and Fig Jam, fashionable blue hose as well. Now I'll have pants. There we go. Had a bit of a layering issue there for a second, but it's all good. Overall opinion, I've been absolutely loving this game. The fact that I've been playing 4 hours a night instead of doing some Final Fantasy kind of stands to that. This game is very incredibly well made. There's a lot to it that is just superb. But sleeping right now is not really going to be an option, I don't think. And we do have, oh, you know what? We do have a mission that involves a little bit of shystiness. Let me just quickly check here. $7.50, 8. Okay, so again, sleeping there did not save my game. I will point that out. It does say that sleeping will save your game, but be careful with it because it's not every fucking time. I don't know if it's a glitch or what's going on with that. I don't have the exact details as to why it's not saving every time I sleep, but it's not. That being said, I do have 6 Savior Schnapps. So we'll take a save here. A nightly night. MP? No, there is no multiplayer. At least not yet. What? What? Oh my god, I'm dying a little bit. That was not what what I was expecting when you hit a chicken with a sword. Oh my god. That is fucking hilarious. Holy shit, I am dead. Oh, that was fucking funny. The Parish Priest. Now, why exactly would you be chilling at a wench bathhouse right now? I wonder what you could be up to. You shiesty bitch. I'm gonna point out, it's a little bit strange that everybody's still awake. Let's sit here and we'll just chill for an hour or so, let everybody actually go to bed. I'm gonna be Bohemian Thief / Murderous Bastard. The priests in this time were not very holy. Oh yeah, but I mean, like, he's gonna sit there, going and seeing a whore is a sin, and then he's gonna go visit the wench house? Like, son of a bitch. Shiesty fuck. Everybody sleeping now? Everybody's sleeping. Good times. Wrong way. Get the noise down to 0. Also, I've noticed I've only been able to do it to one person so far. It was actually the weapon seller. If you go to the top floor of the weapon seller's place in Rattay or whatever, he sleeps right fucking here. You can rob his ass from the window. I did. I pickpocketed his ass from the window. It was great. Unlocked. I'm getting so good at that shit. Practice makes perfect, and I have been practicing. Oh, fuck. I saw, like, the clothing there, and I thought that somebody was coming around the corner. This is also how I've been slightly increasing my pickpocketing rate and shit. Which is why I can do that. Ha-ha! Oh, so good. But apparently that's not the bed I'm looking, or the chest that I'm looking for. Hard. Oh, fuck off. Alright, well, that's why we saved. Because I mean, I would let it happen, but honestly, at this point in time, I can't afford any more theft charges in this town. Fucked it and plucked it in one swing, yeah. So it seems with her, I can only get about 10 to 12 seconds max. With most of the regular people, I've been able to get up to 12 to 15 without any real issue when they're sleeping. Point of fact, too, you want to up your pickpocketing rate, do it when people are sleeping. I've said it before in this stream and a previous stream, and I'll say it again. One of the things that I'd love to see them have happen is that when you lean forwards, like when you're walking, whether you be crouched or normal, there should be a way to set it, or, you know, a sensitivity level that allows you to walk at the exact same pace as everybody else, as, like, just a standard individual. Because, as it stands, like, when you're pickpocketing people when you're just walking down the street, you have to be crouched, and even if you weren't walking, you don't walk at the same pace as them. If you bump into them, it fucks up your pickpocketing. So, yeah, I would just like to see that be improved upon a little bit. Should be in bed already at 2300. It's 11 o'clock at night. Go to bed. Come on, game. There we go. Really? Bitches still be up. Apparently nobody in the whorehouse sleeps until noon. Or midnight. And then they probably do sleep until, like, noon. Alright, it's just after midnight. Everybody should be in fucking bed by now. Come on, game, load up. There we go. Alright, let's try this shit again. Go. I will say, too, the lockpicking does take a little bit of getting used to. It is not standard Skyrim style, so, yeah. Three, four, five. Because it's probably at the bottom. All the, like, really valuable shit is usually put at the bottom of it, so. Bring from the baths, groshens. Working boots. I mean, it's worth money. You may as well grab it, right? Regular shoes can be left alone. Kind of... Oh, what? It does work for this one, too. Hello. And this is why I was saying, like, honestly, it is worth being a thief in this game as it stands. You get, like, really negative fucking annotations if you get caught, but damn, you can make some serious fucking money if you don't. Freedom! Also, pock picketing level! And yeah, it's good we had the key to the hard lock, because I can't pick hard locks yet. I don't know what level I have to be in lockpicking to even attempt them, but it's not something I can attempt yet. Ah, and for some of you, I'm sure you might have noticed that my lockpicking was a little bit easier than it might be for yours. That's not my actual, like, I'm so good at it. Part of it is, lockpicking is about to level up too, but lasting lockpicks is definitely 100% what you should go for as your first pick. Lockpicks being twice as durable is absolutely huge. Repairman is kind of cool. You get a 20% chance of any broken lockpicks returning to your inventory. The only problem is, if you're picking locks and you break that bitch, it makes so much noise that everybody starts coming to look for you. And again, my shield just unequips itself. But yeah, we've accomplished what we came here to do, or what we, wanted to do that night. Pass a bit more time. Actually, I don't remember who wanted the ring, per se. I can't remember if it's the guy that we're at or if it's the other mill guy. If it's the other mill guy, we may as well start traveling in that direction. Hey, and the game saved that time. Good times. Quest log. Find the nightingales. Oh, so I haven't been in the right area for the nightingales yet. Herb woman, Peshk. Oh, okay. So yeah, we can sleep till the morning then. I thought we had to bring it to the other miller, and then I wasn't quite sure. If it's this miller, then yeah, we'll just stay here. No point in traveling. Oh yeah, that's right. The other miller wants me to travel to Talmberg, where I'm still to this day wanted for theft. I don't know what the fuck I stole, but damn, they want my ass for it. Good enough. Come on, dude. It's like 8 o'clock, man. Wake up. You got milling to do. You got purchases to make. You got a quest I need to cash in on.
Why are you waking me? Go away.
If anything, I gotta say the Middle Ages were way nicer to people. For, like, working measures. You don't get up until 8, you don't start work until, like, 9. I guess that's where the 9 to 5 idea came from. I'm just so used to working from, like, 8 to fucking 9, or sorry, 8 to 5 or 8 to 6. Not getting paid for your lunch break and shit. But yeah. Plus, he should be able to give us another mission. This guy is gonna be really handy for, like, the thieving missions and shit like that. I love it.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Out of curiosity, because I haven't asked
You've an
this
honest
yet.
trade. How come you got mixed up in crime?
Evil times. The harvest failed, and there was no grain to mill, and a child to feed on top of it all. I had no choice. And meanwhile, the lords in the castle and the monks in the monastery stuffed their craws to bursting. Where's the justice in that?
So you took justice into your own hands, is that it? And now you take whatever you need?
Pull your head out your arse, Henry, and take a good look around you. Wars come and go, but nothing really changes. It's the poor that do the dying, and the nobles who reap the rewards. We have to survive somehow, so why concern ourselves with morals?
I wasn't going to try and, like, debate it with you. I was just curious,
I
sir.
have that ring for you.
Excellent. They'll be hopping mad at the baths once they find out. Here's your reward, and don't turn it all into drink.
I can craft my own drink. I'm good. 55 groschen for
Any
it,
chance
too.
of some
Nice.
more work for me?
That's like a skill
For you,
book.
always. A friend of mine asked me to help him get back some disputed land from his neighbor.
And you've become an officer of the law, is that it?
A likely turn of events. No, I'm pleased to say this is good old-fashioned stealing. There's a deed of sale for that land, not quite in his favor. So it would be a fine thing if it went missing.
Damn, shiesty. Sure.
Very well. Where do I need to liberate it from?
From the bailiff himself.
Oh.
Ha! You should see the face you're pulling. I never said it would be easy. The deed is supposed to be at the rat house somewhere. On the table, among the other parchments. You'll need to sneak in and then find it.
I'll manage somehow.
That I don't doubt. And
you're-
you needn't doubt your reward.
I fucking hope so if I'm solving land disputes. Land is worth a decent amount of money.
Be a bit more careful.
Sorry, dude. You can go down the ladder first. It's fine. I would take a hop, but honestly, even this height will kind of damage your feet a little bit. If you don't do it just right. Just perfectly right. But yeah, he'll probably have to wait for that one, because we've already been in, like, where the Bailey stays and shit like that. That's a hard lock. I can't pick it yet. But today has been a very successful episode. We got our alchemy skills going. We actually got some shit crafting. But it has been 4 hours, and I don't want to make it too much longer than this, so I will be ending the stream here. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, consider hitting that sub button and hit the notification bell so that you can join in on all the other streams. I do a stream every night, and I do try to do at least 2 to 4 hours of either one game or 2 games, so there's generally a lot of variety on the channel. Hit the like button if you can, leave a comment, thoughts, critiques, criticisms, what other types of games you'd like to see featured on the channel, how you found the channel in the first place. Leave a follow if you're watching on the PlayStation. And as always, hit that share button. Help spread the word of Kush Coffee and Games so we can continue to grow our little community as a whole. Thanks for watching, guys, and peace out. We'll definitely see you tomorrow with some more of this, and possibly some Final Fantasy, but I am loving this, so it might not happen. Have a good one, and we will see you soon.